Chapter 961. There will be more lost stars in the lost sea. Zhu Tian now looked at Lin Mo Yu as if he were a treasure. And a super big treasure. He asked, "What's this law called?" Lin Mo Yu said, "The law of immortality." The law of immortality. The name sounds a bit strange. Luo Chengken muttered. Zhu Tian snorted, "You know nothing. You know. Then tell me why it's called the law of immortality." Luo Chengken retorted, not believing Zhu Tian knew. Zhu Tian chuckled, "Little friend Lin, summon a skeleton to show this guy." Lin Mo Yu found it amusing watching these two old children. He summoned a skeleton god warrior. Luo Chengken raised an eyebrow. "A skeleton?" He scrutinized the skeleton. "It's clearly a skeleton, yet it contains vitality and a soul. I recall that in the great world, there once existed a race called the undead." The skeleton carried the aura of the law of immortality, which Luo Chengken recognized instantly with his sharp eyes. His words slightly surprised Lin Mo Yu. Did the undead truly exist in the great world? Were the undead like him? Zhu Tian waved his hand. "They're different. I specifically checked the undead's records, and they're completely different. To allow dead beings to regain life is called the law of immortality. I think it's fitting." Luo Chengken looked at Lin Mo Yu. "Since you discovered this law, you can name it whatever you want. I have no objections." Zhu Tian asked, "So, you've confirmed it? What's there to confirm?" Luo Chengken said unhappily. The facts were right in front of them. What was there to confirm? "Good, let's proceed with the soul imprint." Zhu Tian took out a white jade ball the size of a head and left his soul imprint on it. Then, he handed the white jade ball to Luo Chengken. Luo Chengken took the white jade ball, and a beam of light shot from his brow, landing on the ball. Luo Chengken's aura also appeared on the white jade ball. Next, Zhu Tian handed the white jade ball to Lu Chengyu and the other two. "If you have no problems, leave your soul imprints as well." Of course, the three of them had no problems, and each left their soul imprint on the white jade ball. Finally, the white jade ball came into Lin Mo Yu's hands. Lin Mo Yu could sense the 5 people's soul imprints, with Zhu Tian and Luo Chengken's being the strongest, almost equal. This indicated that their souls were similar, and their strength should be comparable. Relatively speaking, Lu Chengyu's soul strength was much weaker, not on the same level as Zhu Tian and Luo Chengken. Leave your soul imprint on the law ball and inject your law into it, filling it completely. After Zhu Tian finished speaking, he asked, "You know how to leave a soul imprint, right?" Lin Mo Yu said, "I do." It wasn't the first time he'd done something like this. Of course, he knew how. His soul stirred slightly, and soul power surged out, drilling into the law jade ball. The expressions on the faces of the others changed drastically again, even more shocked than when Lin Mo Yu had displayed the law of immortality earlier. Zhu Tian exclaimed, "4th grade soul." Lin Mo Yu nodded, "I just broke through a few days ago." Antares had instructed him to keep a low profile and not casually reveal his soul quality. However, after entering the great world, Lin Mo Yu sensed the situation of the human race, and coupled with the presence of these god sovereigns, he knew these people wouldn't harm him. So, he generously displayed his soul quality. Zhu Tian murmured, "4th grade soul, 4th grade soul." The 4th grade soul was too shocking for him, even Luo Chengken was speechless. After a long while, he finally spat out 2 words, "Freak." Lu Chengyu and the other 2 were speechless in addition to being shocked. Zhu Hongyu lightly bit her jade teeth, "Monster." Lin Mo Yu didn't know whether to laugh or cry. How had he suddenly become a freak and a monster? However, Antares had said similar things. Zhu Tian looked at Lu Chengyu and the other 2, "What quality were your souls when you were in the transcendent god realm?" The 3 of them smiled bitterly and didn't answer. Zhu Tian snorted, "Look at him, and then look at yourselves, aren't you ashamed?" The 3 of them still smiled bitterly and remained silent. The 3 of them were also geniuses, otherwise, how could they have become world masters and cultivated to the 7th level of God Sovereign? But compared to Lin Mo Yu, they were far behind. When they were in the transcendent god realm, their souls were only 2nd grade. Lin Mo Yu left his soul imprint, which was only slightly weaker than Zhu Hongyu's and the others. Judging from the soul imprint, Lin Mo Yu's soul quality was on the same level as the 3 of them, all 4th grade souls. And Luo Chengken and Zhu Tian's souls should have reached the 5th grade. Then, he began to inject his law into the law jade ball. After the law was injected, the law jade ball began to shine. As more and more law was injected, the light on the law jade ball became stronger and stronger. Until all the law was injected, the law jade ball had completely changed its appearance. It was incomparably bright in Lin Moyu's hand, the light so dazzling that people couldn't open their eyes. It was gray and white, looking like a miniature version of a strange planet. Death contained life, and life contained death. The law jade ball transformed into a law star. Zhu Tian took the law jade ball from Lin Moyu's hand. All right, this is your law star, it will appear in the law sea of the divine city in the future. Your mission is considered complete, and you will be notified of the specific reward later. Old Luo, we're leaving first, thank you for your cooperation this time. Luo Chengken snorted, get lost, don't come here if you don't have anything to do in the future, and don't even think about it if you do. I don't want to see you. That's not up to you. Zhu Tian laughed loudly, leading everyone away. On the way, Zhu Tian asked, can the law of immortality be comprehended through the strange star? Lin Moyu thought for a moment, not very sure, it should be possible, but it's quite difficult. Zhu Tian casually said, how could the difficulty of the first echelon of laws be small? There's more than one strange star, there are also some in the divine city, but no one has ever been able to comprehend the law of immortality from them, you are the first. Lin Moyu quickly explained, I didn't comprehend the law of immortality through the strange star. In the small world, I had already mastered the law of immortality. I just gained some insights and enhanced the law through the strange star. Zhu Tian nodded, I know, in any case, the strange star does contain the law of immortality, it's just that those people are too stupid to comprehend it. A bunch of guys call themselves super geniuses and claim to be monsters, but now it seems they're all bullshit. Alright, I'll take care of the rest. After you go back, do whatever you need to do. Work hard in cultivation, work hard on missions, and don't be arrogant. Zhu Tian was like an elder, earnestly teaching Lin Moyu. I won't slack off. At the time of parting, Zhu Hongyu and the other two all extended invitations to Lin Moyu, inviting him to visit their star systems. The three of them were very enthusiastic towards Lin Moyu at this time, and even vaguely expressed that there were some good granddaughters in their families. Chapter 962, Generous Rewards, Training Missions. Lin Moyu recalled what Zhu Tian had said. In the Lost Sea of Divine City, there will be more lost stars. Lin Moyu has already understood the mode of the human emperor cultivation ground. The Lost Sea is real, existing within Divine City, it is a treasure of the human race, and one of the most important inheritances. Many lost stars are formed by the ancestors of the human race, at the end of their lives, condensing their life's essence. They are the tombstones of the human race's ancestors. There are also some lost stars, just like what Lin Moyu did, using law jade balls to form them. But doing so, the lost stars cannot last for tens of thousands of years. Every few decades, or hundreds of years, they need to be re-infused with laws to maintain the existence of the lost stars. The stronger the strength, the stronger the law, the longer the interval between each time. The lost stars are located in Divine City, while the human emperor cultivation ground projects the lost sea of Divine City, displaying it in a virtual world. And through the laws of time, cultivators are given more and longer time for comprehension. However, such projections are not complete. Zhu Tian also said that there are some lost stars that cannot be projected and need to be seen in Divine City. Returning to star 98-1, this mission is finally completed. Exceeding expectations, very satisfactory. What was done before was to verify the situation of the submitted mission. A brand new law, and also one of the first echelon laws, Lin Moyu is also looking forward to what reward he will receive. Estimating that the reward will not be small. From afar, he saw Ren Cheng waiting at the entrance of the mission center. That guy looked uneasy, looking around, and when he saw himself, his eyes lit up. Lin Moyu instinctively felt that this guy might also have a younger sister at home. Ren Cheng greeted him, still looking around, and cautiously said, are the domain lords all gone? Gone, why are you so afraid of them? Lin Moyu asked. Ren Cheng looked as a matter of course, I'm just timid, they are domain lords, not ordinary people, how can I not be afraid? Then Ren Cheng continued to ask, what did the domain lords come to you for? Lin Moyu joked, the domain lords said he has a granddaughter, and wanted to introduce me to her. No way, really? Ren Cheng's eyes lit up, staring at Lin Moyu, not daring to believe it. It's fake, they came to verify the mission. Verify the mission. Ren Cheng understood even less, what kind of mission would require the domain lords to personally verify. According to the rules of the Human Emperor Network, Lin Moyu could not reveal the detailed mission information, and could only say, it's an exploration of a strange planet in the level 3 missions, you know the rules, there are some things I can't say. Ren Chang naturally understood, but I seem to have heard of this mission. It's not important, so how are you now, did you complete it? It's already verified, almost there. As soon as he finished speaking, the Human Emperor Network had already sent a message, the mission rewards have arrived. Completed the mission to explore a strange planet, reward 1000 points. Discovered the source of the strange planet, additional reward 10,000 points. Discovered the undying law, additional reward 10,000 points. After identification, the undying law is a first-tier law, and a law star has been successfully created, additional reward of 1000 days in the Human Emperor Cultivation Ground, note, ignores level. First 100% mission achiever, additional reward of 100 days in the Human Emperor Cultivation Ground. Note, ignores level. Looking at the rewards, Lin Moyu's eyes could not help but reveal joy. This reward is too generous, the total points reached 21,000, and they are all mission points, which can be used to improve permissions. Most importantly, the time in the Human Emperor Cultivation Ground has increased by 1100 days, and it ignores level. If it is used at the God King level, it will be invaluable. Ren Chang knew from Lin Moyu's appearance that the mission rewards he received must be a lot, and his eyes were filled with envy. The reward is good, right? Lin Moyu nodded, it's really good. Ren Chang sighed, I really envy you geniuses, you can always get some extra rewards for doing missions, people like me can't, I can only do it step by step. Lin Moyu thought, actually, it's good to do it step by step. Cultivation is not about who walks faster, but about who can walk further. Ren Chang's eyes lit up, you're right, my idol is the sea-treading god. Even if I'm not a genius, I will walk like the sea-treading god, and I won't stop. Lin Moyu patted Ren Chang's shoulder, keep it up, I'm rooting for you. The sea-treading god has a great reputation in the human race, and there are many stories about him in history. Seeking fresh flowers. It is said that the sea-treading god started from humble beginnings, without outstanding talent or excellent aptitude. Compared with the geniuses of the same period, he had no glory and no strong sense of presence. When the people of his era had become god kings, he was not even a true god. When others became god sovereigns, he had just become a god king. Cultivation was not as good as others, combat power was also average, and there were few wins in battles of the same level. But he was like this, step by step, walking firmly. Suddenly, those geniuses who walked quickly, when they were stuck at a certain level of God Sovereign, discovered that the sea-treading god had caught up little by little. The distance between the sea-treading god and them became closer and closer, until they were equal, and finally surpassed. 0. The sea-treading god walked to the end of the God Sovereign. At that time, a race called the Giant Sea Race had a conflict with the human race. The sea-treading god killed them alone, and single-handedly leveled the Giant Sea Race. At that time, everyone realized that the former geniuses had been left behind by him. The sea-treading god did not have high talent, but relied on his own unremitting efforts to eventually surpass the geniuses of the same era. Ren Chang taking him as an idol is indeed a good goal. Lin Moyu's mission was completed, and Ren Chang also shared the special mission he received with Lin Moyu. Special mission: clean up the Black Zon race. The Black Zon race is a great enemy of the human race, one of the alien races that invaded the human race hundreds of millions of years ago. Enter the secret realm where the Black Zon race lives and clean it up. Restrictions: do not let go of any Black Zon race members, leave no one alive. Completion conditions: clean up at least one Black Zon race stronghold. After the mission is completed, it will be rated according to the cleaning situation and rewards will be given. Precautions: the Black Zon race is a special stone race, with extremely strong defense and attack power. They are good at physical attacks, good at physical laws, and have super combat ability. They have strong resistance to elemental laws. It is recommended that this mission be completed by at least 5 people. After Lin Moyu read the mission, this is a training mission. The mission is not really to let them go to the Black Zon race. If they go to the Black Zon race with their little strength, that's not called performing a mission, it's called sending themselves to their deaths. The mission is carried out in the Human Emperor Network, there is no danger, it is considered a training session. 963 chapters killing alien races in the virtual world. The reason why it is called a special mission is because it does have many special features. This is a special mission located in the Human Emperor Network, in a virtual world. The location is on the edge of the human race's territory. Special missions are not restricted by permissions and activity areas, and in the Human Emperor Network, you only need a thought and pay the corresponding points to arrive. After paying 15 points, Lin Moyu and Ren Chang arrived at the entrance of the secret realm. This place is already the edge of the human race's territory, bordering other races. Many people are gathered here, and not far away is an entrance. The special mission that Ren Chang received is not unique, many people have obtained this mission through various means. These people call friends and companions, come here, and enter the secret realm to perform the mission. In addition, there are some people staying outside the secret realm, waiting for other teams to lack people. 590 can bring one of themselves. The reason why special missions are special is because they can be performed multiple times. However, the points obtained in the secret realm are not counted as mission points. They can be used as money, but they cannot be used to improve permissions. The Human Emperor Network would not allow any loopholes to exist. Hey, brother, need a hired hand. I'm a Tier 7 Transcendent, with combat power comparable to a Tier 8 Transcendent, definitely a top-notch hired hand. I've entered the Mystic Realm 5 times already, and I'm very familiar with all the hidden spots in the Mystic Realm, guaranteeing maximum benefits. Lin Moyu and Ren Chang had just arrived when they were surrounded. It was because they were only 2 people, and the Black Mystic Realm required at least 5 people to pass smoothly. Everyone knew they were short of people, and they all came up to promote themselves. Ren Chang hurriedly refused, but the faster he refused, the more people surrounded them. With great difficulty, they squeezed through the crowd and finally arrived at the entrance of the Mystic Realm. Ren Chang couldn't wait to activate the mission, his flustered appearance showing his eagerness, which Lin Moyu found a bit amusing. It was only because those hired hands were too enthusiastic. This feeling reminded Lin Moyu of the dungeons in the small world. There seemed to be similar situations at the entrances of some dungeons. It was familiar, and somewhat nostalgic. Both of them were enveloped in a faint light, and then disappeared at the entrance of the Mystic Realm. The atmosphere in the Mystic Realm seemed somewhat oppressive. The sky here was half black, and a layer of faint black clouds constantly shrouded the air. Through the black clouds, one could see the light of the stars, but the starlight was blocked by most of the black clouds, making the whole world very dim. A strong wind howled, and the wind here was also slightly black, mixed with a large amount of gravel. Bang! A small stone suddenly hit Ren Chang's face, and Ren Chang couldn't help but let out a strange cry. The clothes on his body flashed with light, protecting him. Obviously, this was a good defensive item. Lin Moyu didn't have such clothes. The skeletal armor was shining brightly at this moment, blocking the gravel blown by the wind. He casually caught a piece of gravel from the wind. The black stone was extremely hard. He used a lot of strength to crush it. It is said that the world where the Black Zon race lives is like this. Sand and stones fly all year round, and the wind never stops. In addition to being good at physical attacks, the Black Zon race is also good at the laws of wind and stone elements. Ren Chang explained, he seemed a little nervous since entering the Mystic Realm. Lin Moyu observed the surrounding situation. This was the world of the Black Zon race, of course, only a virtual world constructed by the Human Emperor Network. It was just that the Human Emperor Network was too realistic, making it difficult to distinguish between reality and illusion. Lin Moyu understood why the Human Emperor Network wanted to construct such a world. It was considered a training exercise for the cultivators. The first real contest with alien races, if it was carried out in the real world, casualties would be inevitable. Putting it in the Human Emperor Network would not have such problems. Accumulating experience in the contest with alien races, in the future, if they encountered alien races in the real world, they would not be caught off guard. After a while, the storm passed, and the surroundings became much quieter. Ren Chang had no idea at this time, which way should we go? The scenery in all directions was almost the same, and there seemed to be no difference. Lin Moyu thought for a while, actually, it's the same no matter which way we go. This is a world virtualized by the Human Emperor Network, so it should be the same as the real situation. The Black Zon race also lives on stars, so no matter which way we go, we will eventually return to the original place. Ren Chang's eyes lit up when he heard this. That makes sense, so which way should we go? Lin Moyu pointed in a direction. Let's go there and take a look. The direction Lin Moyu pointed to had towering mountains, several of which pierced the sky like sharp blades. In addition to this, there were many mountain forests. Ren Chang had no idea at the moment, so whatever Lin Moyu said was what he would do. The dark mountains, one after another, rose and fell, stretching endlessly. There were no trees in the mountains, only black boulders. Most of these black boulders were still, but some were rolling around in the mountains. Lin Moyu and Ren Chang watched them from a distance, and Ren Chang said, "This is the Black Zon race. Black stone for skin, black iron for bones, so they are called the Black Zon race. In the final analysis, it is a special kind of stone life form. The great world is full of wonders." Lin Moyu had even seen stars transformed into life, so it was not strange to see a mere stone life form. At this moment, a high mountain suddenly made a roar, and the black stones on it woke up at the same time. A pair of things similar to eyes appeared on the black stones, and they all looked at Lin Moyu and Ren Chang. "We've been discovered," Ren Chang exclaimed. Lin Moyu casually said, "You can see them, so naturally they can see you, there's nothing strange about it." The high mountain roared, and dozens of Black Zon race people crashed towards the two of them like lightning. The Black Zon race people were huge in size, as if several high mountains were crushing down. A large knife appeared in Ren Chang's hand, ready to fight. Lin Moyu pointed his finger lightly, and white light flashed in front of him, the yin wind rose, and the dragon's roar shook the sky. The undead army appeared in front of the two of them, and took the initiative to meet the Black Zon race people. The skeletal dragon spewed out blazing dragon breath, with undead flames, corroding everything. The Death Knight launched a charge, hitting the Black Zon race people. The huge impact knocked all the Black Zon race people who pounced over away. Ren Chang heard a few hoarse cries, as if they were screams. The Black Zon race people were covered in silver flames, and the laws of undeath were eroding their bodies. The surface of the black stone cracked, revealing the metal-like bones inside. The undead army did not stop. The skeletal dragon quickly caught up, and its sharp bone claws crushed the Black Zon race people into pieces. At this time, the undead army killed into the high mountain, like an unstoppable army, killing in like a rolling torrent. A murderous intent flashed in Lin Moyu's eyes. He never showed mercy to alien races. It was the same in the small world, and it was the same in the big world. Chapter 964 I will go to the front line. The Black Zon race people were defeated and collapsed at the touch of the undead army. Ren Chang, who was ready for a big battle, was stunned. He knew that Lin Moyu was very strong, but he didn't expect him to be so strong. The strength that he knew of Lin Moyu was only when he was at Tier 3 Transcendent, that kind of strength in the Human Emperor arena. Now that Lin Moyu was already Tier 6 Transcendent, his strength had doubled and increased, enough to be comparable to a true god. How could a mere Tier 4 or Tier 5 Transcendent Black Zon race be Lin Moyu's opponent? They were crushed by the undead army on the spot. While marveling, Ren Chang was disturbed by the rolling murderous aura on Lin Moyu's body. He couldn't imagine how Lin Moyu could have such a strong murderous aura on his body. Ren Chang, who grew up in the big world, was accustomed to the comfort of the big world. All the roads were paved by predecessors and sages, and he would never understand the cruelty of the small world. In the big world, only when you reach a certain height will you go to meet the wind and rain. Unlike the small world, you have to experience wind and rain early on. Lin Moyu had been fighting since he changed jobs, until now. The number of monsters and alien races who died in his hands was countless. Those were real battles. Unlike the virtual world of the Human Emperor Network, if you were not careful, you would really die. This kind of experience was something Ren Chang could not imagine. 31. Ren Chang was shocked by Lin Moyu's murderous aura, and muttered, "Brother Lin, have you killed many people?" Lin Mo nodded, "I've killed quite a few." Ren Chang roughly guessed, "Is the small world that Brother Lin comes from so dangerous?" "Yes, very dangerous." Lin Mo didn't explain too much, and Ren Chang didn't continue to ask. Every small world is different. Some have harsh environments, while others are peaceful and stable. Clearly, the small world Lin Mo came from had a very harsh environment. Looking at the rampaging undead army, Ren Chang felt that the small world Lin Mo came from was truly dangerous. Otherwise, it would have been difficult to cultivate someone as full of murderous intent as Lin Mo. Ren Chang sighed. In that case, Brother Lin is truly a qualified warrior. When Brother Lin reaches the true God level and has level 4 permissions, perhaps you can consider going to the front lines to participate in battles and earn military merits. The area occupied by the human race is very vast, bordering multiple races. Along the borders, disputes continue, and the flames of war have never been extinguished. Many human warriors are fighting on the front lines. It is precisely because of these people that the human race can maintain internal stability. Many cultivators, after meeting the requirements, will go to the front lines. Some fight freely, some fight in groups, and some directly join the army. Regardless of which method they use, it is all for the sake of the human race. Lin Mo had already planned to do so. I will go. Since coming to the great world, Lin Mo has felt somewhat unaccustomed to the peaceful life. He had long been accustomed to the killing and fighting in the small world. When he meets the requirements, he will go to the front lines. Growing in the flames of war, becoming stronger in the flames of war. Besides being able to kill other races, he can also earn military merits. In the great world, military merits also exist, and their function is still very significant. This is the same as in the small world, there is no difference. Ji Yu Qingshan had mentioned to him that when her permissions were raised to level 4, she would also go to the front lines to accumulate military merits. If one wants to enter the God City, military merits are also a very important and indispensable part. Ren Chang's eyes were filled with envy. I'm really envious. I don't know when I'll be able to go to the front lines to kill other races. Lin Mo shook his head. The front lines are very dangerous. When I was in the small world, many people died in battle every year. Ren Chang laughed heartily. But, if we cultivators don't go to the front lines, who will? I'll borrow a phrase from the Buddhist race. If I don't go to hell, who will? Lin Mo was slightly stunned. The Buddhist race. Ren Chang nodded. Brother Lin hasn't heard of the Buddhist race, right? They are a very special race, powerful, but they are also on good terms with all races and do not compete with the world. I also learned about the Buddhist race from some records in my family. If Brother Lin is interested, you can look up information about the Buddhist race when your permissions are higher. Lin Mo thought of Buddhism in his previous life's Chinese world. In Buddhism, there is also such a saying. The exact same words, not a single word different. Could this be a coincidence? Lin Mo felt that it shouldn't be a coincidence, there should be things he didn't understand. Boom! A high mountain in front exploded, rocks flew, and black clouds rolled in the air. A huge round stone flew out of the mountain. The round stone transformed in the air, growing hands and feet. This was also a Black Zon race member, with a cultivation level reaching the 7th level of Transcendent God, and its strength was much greater than the Black Zon race members on the mountain. Ren Chang said in a deep voice, this Black Zon race member should be the leader of this tribe. In the short time he and Ren Chang were talking, the Black Zon race members in the mountain had been almost completely cleared. According to the structure of the Black Zon race, the Black Zon race members in the nearby mountains belong to the same tribe. And every tribe would have a leader. They hadn't seen the leader before. It turned out that this leader was hiding in the mountain. 7th level of Transcendent God, considered powerful. If those who came to carry out the mission were cultivators like Ren Chang, it would take several people to besiege him to take him down. But facing Lin Mo, several skeletal giant dragons swooped down from the sky, and dragon breath sprayed onto the tribe leader's body. Skeleton god warriors flew up one after another, the giant axes in their hands burst out with dazzling light, and they unleashed countless powerful attacks. The tribe leader who had just come out was shattered on the spot, turning into a pile of rubble and falling from the sky, hitting the ground with a series of thuds. 7th level of Transcendent God, really not enough to see. Black Zon Race 293 continued to scream miserably, the screams traveled very far, and the surrounding mountains and forests shook. Hundreds of powerful auras were rising. Ren Chang's face changed drastically. Not good, we killed too fast, they are calling for help. Lin Mo asked strangely, killed too fast? Ren Chang immediately explained, the Black Zon race has high intelligence. If we kill slower, they won't call for help. We can clear them little by little. If we kill too fast, they will feel the danger and send out a distress signal. The nearby Black Zon race members will come to rescue. Lin Mo smiled, isn't that good? It saves me from having to find them one by one. Ren Chang was stunned for a moment. Normally, they should take a step back, and then wait for the situation of the Black Zon race to calm down before counterattacking. But Lin Mo obviously didn't want to do that. More and more powerful auras awakened and charged over. Black clouds rolled in the sky, and the Black Zon race people turned into giant stones, flying like meteors. Lin Mo snorted lightly, and a large number of undead legions appeared around him again. There were only a few hundred Black Zon race people, and the undead legion released by Lin Mo had already exceeded tens of thousands. Moreover, each skeleton completely crushed the Black Zon race people in terms of combat power. Whether it was in terms of numbers or individual combat power, it was an overwhelming crush without any suspense. The Undead Legion instantly engulfed all the Black Zon race people. Chapter 965 Clearing the Secret Realm, Virtual and Real. Ren Chang felt that the most correct decision he had made was to find Lin Mo to do this special task. Even with a 3-7 split, the benefits he received were far greater than doing the task with others. Moreover, with his understanding of Lin Mo would definitely not trick him. However, what surprised him was that Lin Mo's killing intent was really a bit heavy. But thinking about the harsh environment of the small world Lin Mo was born in, it seemed to make sense again. Under the rampage of the Undead Legion, all the Black Zon race members in the nearby mountains and forests were killed, not a single one left. The earth was like being plowed. Lin Mo didn't let go of a single one. Among the Black Zon race, there were also newly born members. Their strength was not strong, but they were also killed. If you don't cut the grass, it will grow again in the spring breeze. Either don't kill, or kill them all. In the conflict between races, being kind to the enemy is being cruel to your own people. There were also cultivators who were like saints, letting go of some newly born alien races. As a result, after they grew up, they turned around and killed many human races. From then on, if anyone was kind on the battlefield, they would be a sinner of the human race and would be nailed to the pillar of shame in history. The human race can allow cowards, can allow the weak, but will never allow kindness to alien races. In the human race, there is a popular saying, saints destroy the entire human race. Whoever wants to be a saint and is full of sympathy will be spurned by everyone. Ren Chang was like this, deeply agreeing with Lin Mo's approach. Lin Mo would not be a saint either. He had killed his way out of the small world, and his killing intent towards alien races had long been as solid as a rock. After plowing through several nearby mountain forests, Lin Mo released even more of the Undead Legion. A full 500,000 Undead Legionnaires scattered in all directions. One could imagine that the Undead Legion would leave nothing but barren land in its wake. Ren Chang, with nothing to do, put away his weapon and sat down on the ground with a thud. Brother Lin, you're making me look incompetent. Lin Mo smiled, how about I get a few Black Zon people over here for you to beat up? No way. Ren Chang waved his hand. Being bored is a good thing. This is awesome. The rewards this time definitely won't be small, but it's a pity that the rewards for this special mission don't count toward the points needed to increase my authority. Lin Mo asked, are there many special missions like this? Ren Chang nodded, not many, but not few either. Almost every cultivator has to go through it a few times. Those big shots want us to have a preliminary understanding of the alien races during our cultivation process. Lin Mo fully understood the arrangements of the human race's higher-ups. Most of these missions are carried out in the Human Emperor Network, which is both safe and allows them to gain combat experience, a win-win situation. At the same time, the Human Emperor Network can also collect a lot of information. From the battles against the alien races, it can analyze the strengths and weaknesses of each cultivator, the strength of their combat power and their actual combat performance, and other information. Some people have a high cultivation level, but their combat power is not necessarily strong. The Human Emperor Network will record this information and eventually form a comprehensive evaluation. The Human Emperor Network will also pay special attention to those with strong growth potential. While chatting with Ren Chang, the Undead Legion had completely cleared the surface of the entire secret realm. In the secret realm, a total of 2,000 Black Zon people were completely wiped out. Even those Black Zon people hiding in the most remote corners were found and none were able to escape. When Lin Mo told Ren Chang the number, Ren Chang exclaimed with a slightly exaggerated expression. This is the easiest mission I've ever done in my life. Just sitting still and I can complete the mission, it's so awesome. Unfortunately, there won't be many opportunities like this. Brother Lin, you are destined to soar. I will try to catch up, but it's unlikely I will. Remember your brother when you get some benefits in the future. Lin Mo smiled slightly, you will become stronger and stronger too. I'll take your good luck. Ren Chang took out a jade token, which represented the mission token for this mission. Activating the mission token, Ren Chang shouted loudly, "Submit the mission." The mission token automatically rose into the air, emitting a dazzling light. Then it exploded in the air like fireworks. After detection, the special mission, clearing the Black Zone secret realm, has been completed. Mission completion rate 100%. Completion speed evaluation, excellent. Total reward of 20,000 points, please allocate. This information was directly displayed in front of Lin Mo and Ren Chang. It was clear and there was no room for falsehood. The final power to allocate the mission was still in Ren Chang's hands. After all, he was the owner of the mission token. Without him, they wouldn't even be able to enter this secret realm. Brother Lin, how about you take a little more? Ren Chang looked at Lin Mo. He hadn't moved at all during the entire mission and felt a little embarrassed. Lin Mo shook his head. Follow the prior agreement. Lin Mo said very firmly, how much was agreed in advance was how much it would be. Ren Chang nodded, then I'll shamelessly take it. According to the prior agreement, Ren Chang took 30%, 6,000 points. Lin Mo received 14,000 points. 14,000 points is a considerable amount for a super god level cultivator, and can be used to buy many things. However, Lin Mo was not interested in super god level items. Now his points have reached 91,753, which is a considerable fortune. Among them, 55,850 mission points, still a little short of the 100,000 points for level 4 authority. After the mission was completed, a secret realm exit appeared beside the two. Ren Chang sighed, what a pity, I still couldn't find the Black Zone crystal this time. Lin Mo asked strangely, what is the Black Zone crystal? Ren Chang said, the Black Zone crystal is the treasure of the Black Zone clan, and also the source of the Black Zone clan. Without the Black Zone crystal, the Black Zone clan is not very strong. The laws they control basically belong to the third echelon of laws. But once they are integrated into the Black Zone crystal, they will undergo a transformation. Through the Black Zone crystal, they can control the law of slaughter, and the law of slaughter is the second echelon of laws. The Black Zone clan has therefore greatly increased its strength and become one of the strong clans in the Great World. Someone once obtained the Black Zone crystal in this mission, but the probability is very low. It's a pity we didn't get it this time. Lin Mo had already plowed through the entire secret realm, and had not been able to find the Black Zone crystal, so it certainly wouldn't be there. Ren Chang was not disappointed by this, and felt it was a matter of course. Lin Mo asked strangely, but isn't this the virtual human emperor network world? What's the use of getting the Black Zone crystal? Ren Chang smiled, you don't understand this, although the human emperor network is virtual, it is also connected to reality. If you get the Black Zone crystal here, of course, you only get the virtual Black Zone crystal. But the human emperor network will really give you a Black Zone crystal in the real world. When our human race fought against the Black Zone clan, we killed many Black Zone clan experts and obtained many Black Zone crystals. Lin Mo was slightly stunned, it can still be like this. Ren Chang smiled, the human emperor network is very magical, don't be surprised, it's normal operation. Chapter 966, Black Zone crystal, I also know the law domain. Lin Mo realized that he still underestimated the human emperor network. The human emperor network is not a simple virtual world, nor is it simply mapping things from the real world into the virtual world, nor is it simply using the law of time in the sea of laws to give the human race more cultivation time. Although the above is already very remarkable, it is far from the limit of the human emperor network. Virtual connection to reality, the human emperor network has done it to the extreme. Lin Mo is similar, and there will definitely be more in-depth discoveries in the future. Now he has only seen the tip of the iceberg of the human emperor network. The rewards obtained in the virtual world can also be obtained in the real world. Ren Chang said, let's go, the probability of this thing is too low, I'm just thinking about it, not many people have obtained it in history. Someone has obtained it, which means that it must exist in the secret realm. Lin Mo didn't think that the human emperor network would have any probability issues. The purpose of the human emperor network is to cultivate talents for the human race. This kind of cultivation is all-round, combat power, observation ability, cultivation, and even character. Finding the Black Zone crystal should require observation. Lin Mo thought for a while and didn't leave. I want to look again. Ren Chang's eyes lit up. Brother Lin, are you interested in the Black Zone crystal? Lin Mo shook his head. That's only one reason, I just want to look and see where the black Zon crystal is hidden. Ren Chang didn't discourage Lin Mo, and sat down on the ground again with a thud. Okay, you go find it, I'll wait here. He is the leader of the mission, as long as he doesn't leave, the secret realm will not be closed. But after a while, Lin Mo didn't take action. Instead, he saw Lin Mo closing his eyes, as if he was resting. Ren Chang asked strangely, aren't you going to find the black Zon crystal? Lin Mo smiled slightly, I'm already looking. Ren Chang was a little puzzled, but Lin Mo didn't explain much, and Ren Chang wouldn't ask further. The undead legion is his eyes. Hundreds of thousands of undead searching in the secret realm are more useful than him searching alone. The ground has been plowed once, and it's empty. In the search, they plowed through the area several more times, but still found nothing. Many of the mountains and forests within the secret realm had already been scoured by the undead legion. Every stone was turned over, leaving no pebble untouched. After searching for half a day, they still came up empty. Since it wasn't on the ground, it must be either in the sky or underground. The undead legion split into two groups, one heading straight into the sky. A fierce wind howled in the sky, whipping up a large amount of gravel and sand, which danced incessantly. It wasn't impossible that the black profound crystal had been blown into the sky. The other undead legion searched for places like caves. Since there were mountains, there might be caves, and the black profound crystal might be inside. After another half day, with Lin Mo's patient search, they finally found something. A crack was discovered halfway up a small mountain, only 200 meters high, 100 kilometers away from them. After smashing the crack open, a cave was revealed. None of the other mountains had caves, only this one, which was enough to explain a lot. When the cave was smashed open, a strange aura flew out from within, quickly spreading throughout the entire secret realm. The aura carried the power of laws, giving people a sense of astonishing killing intent. Even timid people felt a chill run down their spines. Ren Chang exclaimed in surprise, Brother Lin, you've found it. Lin Mo smiled, we should have found it, let's go take a look. Alright, I also want to see what the black profound crystal looks like. The two flew over together and quickly arrived at the mountainside, entering the cave. The cave wound downwards, directly into the mountain's belly, where there was another world, a huge space. They saw the black profound crystal, a fist-sized, faceted crystal, suspended in the air, shimmering. The crystal was a strange blackish-gray color, and black gas-like snakes danced around it. Each strand of black gas emitted the aura of laws. The law of slaughter, it really is the law of slaughter, Ren Chang exclaimed. Lin Mo also felt the law of slaughter, the killing intent was very pure. But in his eyes, the black profound crystal and the domain divine stone in his soul world had some similarities. His domain divine stone stored the killing intent he had accumulated over the years. The killing intent had almost turned into liquid, making the entire domain divine stone black. The domain divine stone filled with killing intent was at least 5 or 6 parts similar to the black profound crystal in front of him. Ren Chang's eyes gleamed. It is said that through the black profound crystal, it is possible to comprehend the law of slaughter. That is a second-tier law. If you can really comprehend it, you'll be rich. Lin Mo asked, has anyone ever comprehended it? Ren Chang pondered for a moment, his eyes revealing disappointment. It seems not. Those who obtained the black profound crystal eventually sold it. Second-tier laws are too difficult to comprehend, but the black profound crystal can also sell for a good price, at least 100,000 points. But this was found by Brother Lin, I can't take a single point. Although Ren Chang was a little timid, he knew his limits and how to advance and retreat. He knew exactly what he should and shouldn't take. Even if Lin Mo didn't want the black profound crystal, he couldn't take it. Lin Mo looked at the black profound crystal, then gradually lowered his gaze. If you want to get the black profound crystal, you have to get past him. Only then did Ren Chang notice that there was a black profound clansman below the black profound crystal. He had just woken up, and a pair of eyes suddenly appeared on his pitch-black body. A powerful aura echoed in the cave, and Ren Chang was startled. Super God rank 9. Lin Mo shook his head, not an ordinary Super God rank 9, a Super God peak. No way, Brother Lin, don't scare me, are you saying he can use the law domain? Ren Chang exclaimed, his face showing fear. Super God peak refers to Super God rank 9 cultivators who have already cultivated a law domain. Although they are both super god rank 9, those with a law domain are much stronger than ordinary super god rank 9 cultivators. Lin Mo nodded. From the moment we entered the cave, we actually entered his law domain. Ren Chang's face turned bitter. This is troublesome. Although you won't really die in the Human Emperor Network, the Human Emperor Network is too realistic. Dying once inside will be no different from experiencing it in reality. Lin Mo said, it will indeed be a little troublesome. The Black Profound clansman fully revived, grabbed the Black Profound crystal in his hand, and let out a roar. The entire cave shook violently, and the two only felt their bodies sink as if an invisible mountain was pressing down on them, making it difficult to move. Ren Chang said, the law of gravity. The Black Profound clan was skilled in physical laws, and the law of gravity was one of them. The entire cave echoed with roars, the mountain trembled, and constantly collapsed. What to do? At this time, Ren Chang had no idea and could only turn to Lin Mo for help. Lin Mo was still calm and composed. It's okay. With a gentle flick of his finger, a strange black and white star slowly rose. The gravity that had been pressing down on the two of them instantly disappeared. I also know the law domain. Chapter 967. God Venerable Falls, Meteorite Tears. Lin Mo opened his law domain. The law of immortality belongs to the first tier of laws, and its strength far exceeds the law of gravity, which is only in the third tier. Even if Lin Mo is only super god rank 6, 3 ranks lower than the Black Profound clansman in front of him, he can completely defeat the opponent in terms of law. The moment the two laws came into contact, the law of gravity domain instantly collapsed. When Lin Mo's law domain was fully opened, the Black Profound clansman was completely suppressed. Ren Chang was stunned. Lin Mo's strength once again refreshed his worldview. Super God rank 6, law domain, unheard of. Lin Mo pointed his finger, and dozens of grey chi were born out of thin air, instantly entangling the Black Profound clansman. The incomparably hard stone quickly rotted, losing its vitality. As if billions of years had passed in an instant, it shattered into gravel with a gust of wind. He was corroded by the power of death in the law of immortality, dying very decisively. Lin Mo raised his eyebrows slightly. He felt that his law had changed. The power was much greater than before. It wasn't because of the law domain, but the power of the law had really increased. He quickly checked his information. Originally, the laws he controlled had changed from the law of death and the law of life to the law of immortality. He knew that the Human Emperor Network had corrected his law. Based on the law star he provided in the previous demonstrations, the Human Emperor Network obtained the correct data for his law. Reality reflected the virtual, so that the power of his law became greater, and synchronized with the real world. Ren Chang was stunned on the side, and said in disbelief, resolved. Otherwise, Lin Mo stretched out his hand, and the Black Profound crystal had already come into his possession. At this time, a message was displayed in the secret realm. Black Profound crystal has been obtained, please allocate. The power of allocation was still in Ren Chang's hands. Ren Chang did not hesitate and directly chose the Black Profound crystal to belong to Lin Mo. He could also choose the Black Profound crystal to belong to himself, but he would not do such a short-sighted thing. Lin Mo Yu's power had already filled him with immense fear. Having such a friend was far better than having such an enemy. Even a peak transcendent god could be dealt with casually. He believed Lin Mo Yu was increasingly capable of rivaling a true god. It meant Lin Mo Yu could fight across borders. How could anyone offend such a super genius? Ren Chang wasn't a fool. He wouldn't do something so short-sighted. After Ren Chang made his choice, Lin Mo Yu received a message that a special person would deliver the Black Profound crystal to him. Lin Mo Yu just needed to wait. Only then could the mission be considered truly complete. In fact, the Black Profound crystal was the ultimate reward of this mission, but very few people could actually obtain it. Not to mention it was hard to find. Even if you found it, there was the Black Profound clan with peak transcendent gods. It wasn't easy to deal with. Leaving the secret realm, he heard a flood of voices, and it instantly became lively. Outside the secret realm, there were still many people. A group of thugs were looking for work, hoping to earn points. Everyone had their own way of advancing. Although the methods were different and the paths were different, the goal was the same. Let's go. Just as he was about to leave, the entire Human Emperor Network suddenly shook. Lightning flashed and thunder roared in the sky, and a rain of billions of meteors flew from afar, streaking across the sky. The meteor shower trailed long, brilliant tails as they flew into the depths of space. Then came the second batch, and the third batch. Batch after batch of meteor showers kept flying in. Heaven and earth rumbled, and a strange aura of sorrow suddenly appeared in the human emperor network. Some people felt a pang in their noses, and tears flowed involuntarily. The manifestations in the human emperor network also affected reality. In reality, countless people were also shedding tears. Lin Moyu felt a strong sense of sadness, but he quickly shook off the emotion. What's going on? Lin Moyu was a little puzzled. These meteor showers were extremely abnormal, and the sudden sadness was also abnormal. Ren Chang, with tears in his eyes, couldn't help but exclaim, "Meteor tears." Lin Moyu asked, "What are meteor tears?" Ren Chang said, "When a god venerable falls, falling stars become tears." Lin Moyu's heart trembled slightly. "Are you saying that a god venerable has fallen?" Ren Chang was infected by the sadness, and said with a bit of a sob, "Whenever a god venerable falls, meteor tears will appear in the human emperor network. Our human race has lost another god venerable. Is it because of the war on the front lines? But it seems relatively peaceful at the moment." Lin Moyu was a little puzzled. The human world had been relatively peaceful for nearly 1,000 years. Although there were still wars on the front lines, the wars were not fierce, and it was far from the point where god venerables would go to the battlefield. It could only be considered some localized wars. How could a god venerable fall for no reason? Lin Moyu even suspected whether that god venerable had entered some dangerous area of the great world and ultimately perished. Aaaaa seeking fresh flowers. Aaaaa. Some places in the great world are very dangerous. Even god venerables, if careless, can still perish. God venerables are strong, but they are not immortal. Ren Chang said, "The human emperor network will announce the information soon, and then we will know which god venerable has fallen." Ren Chang's sadness gradually improved. The meteor tears gradually dissipated after lasting for several minutes. The human emperor network returned to calm again. But everyone knew that this calm was only temporary. Everyone was waiting for information, wanting to know which god venerable had fallen and why. Soon, everyone saw the corresponding information in front of them. Obituary. God Venerable Night Rain was ambushed by the demon clan in the southern border of the Vermilion Bird starfield. He fought bravely and thirstily, and unfortunately perished. 0. Before his death, God Venerable Night Rain detonated himself, perishing together with a demon clan God Venerable. As soon as this news came out, Lin Moyu and Ren Chang looked at each other. It was actually the demon clan who did it, and it happened on the southern border of the Vermilion Bird starfield, not far from their number 98 star system, only more than 400 light-years away. More than 400 light-years was only a short distance for the entire great world. Ren Chang trembled all over. Is there going to be another war? Lin Moyu said lightly, "If we have to fight, then let's fight." The human race has never been afraid of war. The history of the human race is a history of war. Whether it was the small world Lin Moyu came from, or the great world he was in now, the human race had fought their way out. Ren Chang was a little worried. The demon clan is also a top-tier strong clan, no worse than our human race. If we fight, it is estimated that countless star systems will be destroyed. Lin Moyu thought for a while, "I feel that a large-scale war may not happen. It is very likely to be a local war." Ren Chang pondered, "Our most recent war with the demon clan was more than 2,000 years ago. At that time, our human race won, and the demon clan suffered a lot. Only 2,000 years have passed, they should not have recovered yet. Perhaps there is some other reason this time." Lin Moyu was still wondering why the demon clan would suddenly attack God Venerable Night Rain for no reason. And why God Venerable Night Rain would appear on the border. God Venerable Night Rain and God Venerable Night Wind only differed by one word. Could there be any relationship between the two? Suddenly, the entire starry sky of the human emperor network suddenly turned blood red again. Chapter 968. War General activated, Human Race God King level battleship. The starry sky of the human emperor network turned blood red, and you could even see blood flowing in the starry sky. In the human race, the meaning of blood color represents ominousness. At the moment of seeing the blood-colored starry sky, Ren Chang said in a trembling voice, "The war is really coming. The war between races is cruel, meaning a lot of death and countless sacrifices. But war is inevitable and commonplace in the great world. The demon clan has invaded our border. In the Vermilion Bird starfield, all transcendent god-level cultivators must not leave this star system temporarily and await orders. All true God Realm and God King Realm cultivators, prepare for war. All tasks in the Vermilion Bird starfield are suspended, and the Human Emperor network is temporarily closed. Messages were transmitted one by one and instantly known to everyone. Whether in the Human Emperor network or in reality, as long as they were cultivators above the transcendent God realm, they all received the information. At this moment, the Human Emperor network became the most outstanding communication soldier, capable of instantly and accurately delivering various instructions to everyone. Only 1 minute later, everyone was forcibly kicked out of the Human Emperor network. Even those who were performing tasks were the same. Their task status was recorded, and they would continue when the war was over. Returning to the real world, Ren Chang still had tension in his eyes. I didn't expect the war to really come, but it's a little too early. Lin Moyu could see that he was very worried in his words, as if he was afraid of the arrival of war. Are you afraid? Ren Chang shook his head. I'm not afraid. As long as it's a human race, they won't be afraid, but it's just a little too early, and I'm not strong enough. I am only in the transcendent God realm. Under normal circumstances, I cannot leave this star system and enter the real battlefield. Lin Moyu said, tell me, what was the war like in the past? I can't see it in the data. He had checked the information before, and there were very few specific descriptions of the war in the information. He knew that his authority was not enough, and he could not see more detailed information. Lin Moyu knew nothing about the war in the Great World, and he didn't know if there was any difference from the war in the small world. Ren Chang said quietly, I don't know what the war in your small world is like, but the war in the Great World is quite cruel. When those real powerhouses fight, they destroy galaxies at every turn. Life stars like ours only need a finger in front of the God Venerable. Even the entire star system cannot withstand their few tosses. But this is not the most troublesome thing. Ren Chang told everything he knew without reservation. His family had thousands of years of history, and had produced many true gods, served in the military, and been on real battlefields. From his descriptions, Lin Mo had some understanding of the wars in the Great World. Wars in the Great World can be divided into 3 types. One type is border wars. These wars break out on the borders and are not large in scale. They can be considered small-scale conflicts. In most cases, even God Kings rarely take action. The second type is invasion wars. One race invades another race, and based on the scale of the invasion, they can be divided into local wars and all-out wars. The third type is the most brutal, the race extermination war. Once this type of war breaks out, it will end with the extinction of a certain race. It has gone beyond a situation of endless fighting, but rather never stopping until one side is completely annihilated, leaving not even a bug behind. The greatest possibility is that the entire star system will be destroyed, plowed over several times with the most powerful laws. In the history of the Great World, countless races have been wiped out, and the human race almost suffered this fate. After Ren Chang finished speaking eloquently, his face was still full of worry. I don't know the scale of this demon race invasion, whether it's an all-out war or a local war. Also, the demon race is best at stealth and concealment. They are very likely to bypass the front lines and come to the rear to carry out massacres. But fortunately, the Human Emperor network is monitoring, so overly powerful demons can't get in. Those that do get in are just transcendent God realm demons. Lin Mo understood why the Human Emperor network required all transcendent gods to stay within their star system and not go out. The main reason was to prevent the demon race from carrying out surprise attacks. I didn't expect that fighting demons in the small world would lead to fighting demons in the great world. Lin Mo thought it was a bit funny, the arrangements of fate are so wonderful. It seems like he was born to be against the demon race. He had killed demons in the great world before. If they dare to come this time, then he will kill to his heart's content. Lin Mo patted Ren Chang. Don't worry, worrying is useless. I dare not say anything else, but if only transcendent God realm demons come, nothing will happen to Star System 98. Lin Mo's words were full of confidence. He dared to say that he was invincible below the true God realm. Moreover, this invincibility is true invincibility, which cannot be compensated for by numbers. He will kill as many as come. Lin Mo's words also gave Ren Chang confidence, and his complexion looked much better. He knew very well how strong Lin Mo's strength was. As long as demons in the true God realm don't come, there is really no need to worry. The two left the mission room and came outside the mission center. The originally empty square had many more people. The Human Emperor network of the Vermilion Bird star region was temporarily closed, and the mission system was temporarily closed. Without the Human Emperor network, the trading center had to be closed as well. Cultivators left the mission center and trading center, gathering in the square, waiting for the next order. War was about to begin, and no one knew how wide the war would spread or how many star systems would be involved. Star System 98 was only 400 light-years away from the border. It seemed far, but for powerhouses like God Sovereigns, 400 light-years was very close. Even for God Kings, using God King level flying equipment, 400 light-years was not far. The possibility of the flames of war spreading over was not zero. Everyone's face was solemn and very nervous. A cloud of darkness flew over, and a huge might swept over. A warship flew over and stayed in the starry sky. The warship did not enter Star 98-1, simply because they were too large. Even if they stayed in the starry sky, they could still be clearly seen. The human race's God King level warship. Ren Chang murmured, even God King level warships have been dispatched, it seems that the scale of the enemy's invasion is not small. His heart, which had just been put down, was suddenly raised again. Discussions arose all around. From the discussions, Lin Mo probably knew that the warship parked in the starry sky was the human race's God King level warship, with extremely powerful combat power, and its very existence was enough to be comparable to a God King. Even God King warships were dispatched, indicating that the scale of this 5.6 war would not be too small. All true gods and God Kings, listen to the order and enter the warship according to instructions. A loud voice resounded through the stars, reaching everyone's ears. A warship then descended, truly entering the star's range, and stopped in midair. The majesty was even more intense, and Lin Mo felt a sense of suffocation. The warship was thousands of kilometers long, like a prehistoric beast, staying in midair. The true gods and God Kings present all flew into the warship. Star System 98 was a low-level star system, with a few true gods, but not many God Kings. Carrying all the true gods and God Kings, the warship quickly ascended into the sky, and then disappeared from everyone's eyes like a bubble. Lin Mo felt the aura of the laws of space. The warship used the laws of space to directly traverse space and leave. This once again made Lin Mo look at the human race's warship with new eyes. Chapter 969, I was overthinking it. The warship took the true gods and God Kings to the battlefield. And the transcendent gods were still waiting for other orders. First, a God Sovereign fell, and then a God King level warship was dispatched. The scale of this war was not small. With war coming, these transcendent gods, who were not even as good as cannon fodder, would also have their own battlefield. Soon, a new order was issued. All transcendent God realm cultivators, go to guard outside this star system to prevent demon race sneak attacks. The Human Emperor network has been activated, everyone must follow orders and not disobey, otherwise they will be punished. This order was not only for Star System 98 where Lin Mo was located, but all nearby star systems also received this order. The transcendent gods took off and ascended into the sky, quickly leaving their respective stars and heading to the outer edges of the star system to guard. Ren Chang whispered, I said earlier that there is a branch of the demon race that possesses very powerful concealment abilities. Even with the Human Emperor network monitoring, it cannot guarantee complete safety. There have been cases where the demon race secretly sneaked into life star systems and carried out massacres. Lin Mo thought of the previous Black Gadfly race, which also sneaked in silently. Lin Mo even suspected whether there were other races instructing the Black Gadfly race to do such things. It was very unwise for the Black Gadfly race to offend the human race with their strength alone. There might be other conspiracies behind it. If he connected the Black Gadfly race's matter with the demon race's current invasion, Lin Mo couldn't help but have a new idea. Could it be an experiment? He pondered that the Black Gadfly race's infiltration was very likely an experiment by the demon race. Perhaps they were testing whether they could avoid the Human Emperor network's monitoring and successfully sneak in. After confirming its feasibility, they launched this war. The more he thought about it, the more he felt that this possibility was very high. Ren Chang's face became unsightly and quickly asked, what's wrong? Lin Mo shook his head, it's nothing, I thought of something, don't speak yet, let me think again. Oh, Ren Chang immediately closed his mouth and stopped speaking. Tens of thousands of transcendent gods flew silently in the starry sky, quickly heading to the edge of the star system. After careful consideration, Lin Mo felt that the possibility of what he was thinking was very high. He immediately contacted the Human Emperor Network and sent a message to Zhu Tian. He explained his thoughts and guesses. The Human Emperor Network was temporarily closed and could not be accessed. But sending some information was still no problem. Lin Mo had Zhu Tian's contact information, but he was not sure whether Zhu Tian could see the message he sent. It was conceivable that with the Great War about to begin, Zhu Tian, as the domain lord, must be extremely busy. Maybe he had already gone to the battlefield in person. After all, he was the strongest person in the Vermilion Bird Star region on the surface. Not long after Lin Mo sent the message, he immediately received a reply. Zhu Tian's answer was very simple, with only 3 words, understood. From these 3 words, Lin Mo understood his solemnity. Obviously, he had not ignored it. Lin Mo breathed a sigh of relief, no matter what, as long as Zhu Tian received it. The rest was beyond his control. Lin Mo asked, "Tell me more about the situation within the demon clan." Ren Cheng thought for a moment. "Actually, I don't know much about the demon clan. My ancestors served in the military and had some dealings with demons. The information was left by those ancestors. There are countless branches within the demon clan, with all kinds of demons too numerous to count, but they can generally be divided into 2 factions. One is the Hell faction of demons, and the other is the Abyss faction of demons. It is said that the Hell faction of demons is simple and crude, and likes to do everything head-on. The Abyss faction of demons is more cunning and strange, preferring to do things secretly. But no matter what, both factions of demons are cruel and bloodthirsty. Many races in the great world have been destroyed by the demon clan. In the past, there were many great battles between our human race and the demon clan. There were victories and defeats, but in most cases, our human race won." Lin Mo listened to Ren Cheng's explanation, which was generally similar to what Lillian had said. The Hell and Abyss factions of demons were like the yin and yang sides of a race, with different personalities. Usually, these 2 factions of demons interfered with each other, but once they took action, they often did so together. Demons who were good at concealment and stealth belonged to the Abyss faction. Tens of thousands of transcendent God realm cultivators came to the edge of the star system. Although there were many people, the star system was huge, and these people gathered together were inconspicuous. Orders from the Human Emperor Network were issued one by one, and the cultivators dispersed, thousands of kilometers apart, each guarding their own area. After everyone was in place, the star system lit up with a bang. The entire star system was glowing, and the aura of laws appeared. The war god temple flew out of the star system and came above the star system, standing on it like a fortress. Lin Mo recognized that the light in the star system came from the war god temple. Ren Cheng's voice came. "It is the starry sky array of the war god temple, which protects the entire star system." Lin Mo realized why a war god temple had to be erected above every star system. It was not to admire the demeanor of the war god, nor was it for simple potential evaluation. The existence of the war god temple had its own meaning. When war came, the starry sky array in the war god temple could protect the entire star system. At the same time, the war god temple itself was a powerful war fortress. Although he didn't know how strong it was, Lin Mo believed that it would definitely not be bad. It really was me who was overthinking it. How could the human race not guard against the demon clan's sneak attacks? Lin Mo smiled wryly, feeling that he was really thinking too much. The human race had been fighting to the death with the demon clan for countless years. How could they not know the demon clan's methods? Since they knew, of course, there would be countermeasures. With the war god temple guarding, the life star system was as solid as a rock. These transcendent gods of theirs seemed to have become dispensable existences. Time passed day by day, and the starry sky was extremely quiet. Everyone guessed that the war on the front lines might have already begun. But at this moment, the Human Emperor Network was closed, and it was difficult for everyone to get relevant news. As long as the Human Emperor Network was not open for a day, it meant that the war had not stopped for a day. After waiting for 4 days, the space tens of thousands of kilometers away suddenly distorted. A small warship flew out of the space, and then instantly flew over tens of thousands of kilometers, stopping in front of Lin Mo. This warship came very abruptly. The warship was not large, only 100 meters in length, a far cry from a God King level warship. 2 exquisite boxes flew out of the warship, flying to Lin Mo. Goods have been delivered. Lin Mo heard a mechanical voice, and then the warship left like lightning, disappearing from sight in an instant. Chapter 970. Slaughter Law, Dual Law Domain. Lin Mo looked at the two boxes in front of him in a daze. Goods. With curiosity, he opened one of the boxes. A law aura rushed out of the box, and Lin Mo felt a burst of killing intent. Inside the box was a fist-sized black crystal. Killing intent was dancing around the black crystal, and the aura of the slaughter law was very clear. Black profound crystal. Lin Mo was a little surprised. He didn't expect the Human Emperor Network to send the black profound crystal to him in this way. If one box contained the black profound crystal, then what was in the other box? Lin Mo opened the other box. A bloody smell instantly filled the starry sky, and inside was a corpse. When Lin Mo took the corpse out of the box, the corpse instantly grew larger, becoming a foreign race corpse more than 3 meters long. This foreign race corpse should have been dead for some time, but the bloody smell was still very strong. Even in death, the pressure was still strong. True God, at least True God rank 6. He didn't expect that the True God corpse that Fang Xingzong had promised him would also be sent at this time. And the way it was sent was so peculiar. Lin Mo knew too little about the great world, and there were still many functions he didn't understand. But it was better to come at the right time than early. Not to mention the black profound crystal, just this corpse was enough to become Lin Mo's trump card. In this way, even when facing True God rank 7 or even True God rank 8, he would have the power to fight. Lin Mo smiled and put the corpse away. When he held the black profound crystal, a slaughter law rushed into his body from the black profound crystal. Then, the domain divine stone in the soul world shook violently. The domain divine stone was filled with Lin Mo's killing intent, which had liquefied and was as thick as ink. At this time, the killing intent in the domain divine stone boiled, merging with the slaughter law of the black profound crystal. The domain divine stone shone brightly, and the killing intent that Lin Mo had accumulated over the years in the divine stone, like boiling water, continued to boil and roll. Strong killing intent rose from Lin Mo's body. Fortunately, there was no one around, otherwise they would definitely be shocked by Lin Mo's killing intent. Without hundreds of millions of lives under his hands, it would be impossible to condense such killing intent. It was no exaggeration to describe it as killing people like flies. In an instant, Lin Mo was wrapped in a thick killing intent, which included his own killing intent accumulated over the years, as well as the slaughter law carried in the black profound crystal. The black profound crystal could help people comprehend the slaughter law. This was true, but no one had ever done it. The slaughter law belonged to the second echelon of laws, and it was not easy to comprehend. So the people who obtained the black profound crystal eventually sold it for points. Lin Mo had never thought of comprehending the slaughter law. He already had the undying law, which was in the first echelon of laws, and its power far exceeded the slaughter law. What's more, there were still the laws of time and space in his soul waiting for him to comprehend. The laws of time and space were both in the first echelon of laws, and they also far exceeded the slaughter law. What Lin Mo lacked most now was time. How could he have the leisure to comprehend this second echelon of laws? But now, the slaughter law was integrated with the killing intent in the domain divine stone, and all kinds of insights came one after another, without the need to spend time comprehending. Lin Mo's control over the slaughter law improved rapidly, as if he had eaten a golden pill. In just half a day, a lost star river was displayed in Lin Mo's soul world. The dark lost star river, filled with killing intent like weaving, and murderous intent filled the sky. From it, a tributary meandered out, connecting to the soul. The degree of control over the slaughter law instantly increased to 1%. The laws were surging, and all kinds of insights did not end there. The black profound crystal melted in Lin Mo's hand, turning into countless black air filled with killing intent, pouring into the domain divine stone. The murderous aura, which was originally like ink in the domain divine stone, became even more intensely turbulent, and the domain divine stone also transformed accordingly. The murderous aura on Lin Mo Yu's body became increasingly intense, beginning to affect the surrounding starry sky. Black air, like dragons, danced and spread in the starry sky, the murderous aura growing stronger. Lin Mo Yu was like the god of slaughter descending upon the world, making it impossible to look directly at him. His transformation finally attracted the attention of others. What's wrong with him? His murderous aura is so strong. How many living beings has this guy killed? Even an old general returning from the battlefield couldn't possibly have such a strong murderous aura. Tens of thousands of kilometers away in the Temple of War, Luo Chenkin opened his eyes. What a powerful murderous aura. His gaze pierced through the Temple of War, and he saw Lin Moyu. At this moment, he noticed the murderous aura on Lin Moyu's body, such a rich murderous aura that even he was extremely shocked. He knew that Lin Moyu came from a small world, and could roughly guess the origin of his murderous aura. It seems that the little guy's small world is not peaceful. But choosing to comprehend the laws at this time doesn't seem appropriate. Moreover, having the first-tier undying law not practiced, and instead going to practice the law of slaughter, is somewhat unwise. He thought Lin Moyu was cultivating the law of slaughter, but he didn't know that Lin Moyu had never actively cultivated it. At this moment, a magical change was happening to Lin Moyu. The murderous aura accumulated in the domain divine stone and the law of slaughter in the black profound crystal merged into one, allowing him to quickly grasp the law of slaughter. Moreover, the mastery of the law climbed all the way, starting from scratch in just 3 days, climbing all the way to 6%, reaching the limit of the current level, and was already on par with the undying law. At the moment when the law of slaughter reached its limit, the soul world made a loud bang, and the domain divine stone exploded, and the murderous aura stored inside rolled out. It's hard for outsiders to imagine how heavy the murderous aura Lin Moyu has accumulated over the years. At this time, the domain divine stone exploded, and the murderous aura turned into a dragon, sweeping out like a storm. The surrounding 1,000 meters turned into a world of murderous aura. The law of slaughter flew in this space, forming a law domain belonging to the law of slaughter. Behind Lin Moyu, strange gray and white stars automatically rose, and the undying law domain also opened at this moment. The undying law and the law of slaughter formed a domain at the same time, and the two laws intertwined with each other, and the domain range instantly expanded from 1,000 meters to 10,000 meters. The power also increased sharply. Double law domain. Luo Chenkin couldn't help but exclaim. He had been paying attention to Lin Moyu's changes. After all, it was not a good time to comprehend the laws during the war. He just didn't expect Lin Moyu to comprehend the law of slaughter to such an extent that he formed a domain. It also merged with the undying law domain to form a double law domain. The range expanded, and the power increased. Luo Chenkin's eyes flashed. This kind of person should belong to the War God Temple. Lin Moyu's eyes were closed, and he knew everything that was happening to him. It was no accident that he could control the law of slaughter, it was actually due to his years of accumulation. The domain divine stone was constantly absorbing his murderous aura. In fact, it was always laying the foundation for him. If there is not enough murderous aura as a foundation, the law of slaughter is difficult to comprehend. Even if you comprehend it, it is difficult to form a law domain. But if there is enough murderous aura, not only is it extremely simple to comprehend, but it can also form a law domain. In addition, with the help of the domain divine stone and the black profound crystal, the current situation can be said to be a natural result. Not far away, the space twisted slightly, and a huge demon flew out of the space. Chapter 971 Demon Invasion, How Can You Stand By? The moment the huge demon flew out, Luo Chenkin raised his hand, and the law condensed at his fingertips, looking like he was about to take action. But then, he put his hand down again, with a smile in his eyes. Let's see how the little guys are doing now. He could have easily destroyed this demon that crossed space. But he wanted to see how strong the younger generation of the human race is now. Anyway, with him around, nothing major will happen. Even if a few die, it can only be said that their strength is insufficient. Luo Chenkin, who has lived for tens of millions of years and experienced countless battles of all sizes, doesn't care about a little life and death at all. The huge spherical demon appeared, falling into everyone's eyes. Detection techniques popped up one after another, falling on the demon. Giant cave demon. Level: True God. Characteristics: born with the ability to jump through space, has an independent space in the body, its own attack power is weak, and its defense power is extremely strong. Lin Moyu said to himself after seeing the information, isn't this just a transport ship? Its own attack power is weak, but I don't know how weak it is. But since its main purpose is to transport soldiers, then there must be other demons in its body. But since it appeared, a second has passed, but no demons have appeared. A second, for cultivators, is not short, and they can do many things. How could there be no movement at all? Suddenly, Lin Moyu saw a few illusory black shadows pass by. To be precise, he didn't see them. But they entered his law domain, causing subtle changes in the space, which made him feel it. Be careful, the demons are coming. Lin Moyu's voice resounded through the starry sky, and the sound of his soul spread out with a bang. The demons are coming. Everyone heard Lin Moyu's voice, but they didn't see any demons. The starry sky was empty. Where did the demons come from? In the Temple of War, Luo Chengqin had a mischievous smile in his eyes. The little guys are going to suffer. Dark demons are not so easy to deal with. In the law domain, Lin Moyu has absolute control. The dark demon brought up a weak spatial disturbance, which was clearly captured by him. Although the dark demon is invisible, it is real. Lin Moyu's heart moved, and Laws rushed towards the dark demon. The Law turned into a dragon, and opened its mouth to bite, which contained the power of death of the undying law, and the power of the law of slaughter. The two laws fit together, and the power increased a lot. The dark demon didn't expect to be discovered. Lin Moyu's attack was very fast, and extremely fierce. DBFJ. Under the attack of the law, the dark demon could no longer hide its figure, and finally revealed itself. This is a demon with a height of less than 1 meter, a thin body, and round scales all over its body. Its scales can absorb the surrounding light, and at the same time simulate the corresponding colors, and then cooperate with the laws they have, making it extremely difficult for people to find them. But under the law domain, there is no possibility for them to hide at all. The law is like a dragon, and it swallowed the dark demon that was rushing towards Lin Moyu in one fell swoop. The screams resounded through the starry sky, and under the shroud of the undying law, the whole body of this dark demon festered, and its death was miserable. At the moment it was swallowed, Lin Moyu popped out the detection technique. Dark Demon, Demon Clan. Level: Super God. Characteristics: hides itself, has strong explosive power, and has a fatal danger to cultivators of the same level. The dark demon killed by Lin Moyu had a cultivation level of the 6th rank of Super God, which was the same as his. Unfortunately, the combat power difference is too great. Lin Mo's eyes flickered, and the voice of his soul resounded, "It's a dark demon, everyone be careful." After saying that, he took no further action. His orders were to guard this place, others' matters were for them to resolve on their own. At this moment, he was a soldier and had to obey orders. Moreover, the War God Temple was here, and Luo Chengqin was also here. Since Luo Chengqin hadn't taken action, he wouldn't interfere. Ren Cheng's loud shout came from his ear, and Ren Cheng's body erupted with intense light, illuminating the sky. In the interplay of light and darkness, Ren Cheng saw a shadow. "Got you." Ren Cheng threw the broadsword in his hand, and the broadsword burst forth with dazzling starlight, flying towards the dark demon. The dark demon was immediately forced to reveal its form, wielding a pair of daggers to block the broadsword. Laws rumbled, and the dark demon was knocked away. Ren Cheng pointed his finger, and the broadsword turned around and chased after it again. Ren Cheng controlled the broadsword, pressing forward relentlessly, forcing the dark demon to retreat continuously. Although the dark demon was strong in assassination and had astonishing explosive power, it didn't have many advantages in direct combat. Ren Cheng's broadsword, however, caught Lin Mo's eye. This broadsword looked extraordinary, displaying attack power exceeding Ren Cheng's own cultivation. Lin Mo thought of his own weapon. The monarch's scepter, which had been gathering dust for a long time, hadn't been used since he reached the half-step transcendent god realm. He really couldn't think of where it could still be used, and he couldn't possibly wield the monarch's scepter and engage in hand-to-hand combat. It would be better to use a good sword or something. As for the 500,000 attributes, they no longer had much effect on the current transcendent god realm, which primarily focused on the law of the soul. The monarch's scepter was currently in a damaged state. Perhaps it would be useful in the future, but now it was the same whether it was used or not. Lin Mo had been killing too quickly before, and hadn't attracted others' attention. The great battle between Ren Cheng and the dark demon was immediately discovered. Many cultivators competed to imitate him, forcing the dark demons to reveal their forms. Once their forms were revealed, the dark demons were no longer terrifying. The human race's emotions were completely stirred up. How can the human race's territory allow these demons to run wild? Demon spawn, eat your grandpa's axe. Come, 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 I'll teach you how to be a qualified demon. The human race cultivators shouted loudly, and laws rumbled endlessly in the starry sky. All kinds of laws exploded, and the starry sky became extremely dazzling, with all sorts of colors. Lin Mo didn't take action again. He vaguely felt that something was wrong. Were these dark demons here to die? They were too easy to deal with. The demon race couldn't be so stupid. He saw the giant hole demon that still existed not far away. After releasing the dark demons it brought, it didn't leave. This also seemed abnormal. Lin Mo vaguely felt that something was wrong, but he couldn't say what it was. Recalling his previous guesses and judgments, he pointed his finger towards the void. The Eye of the Undead, which was 100,000 meters long, slowly opened in the starry sky, and Lin Mo instantly connected to the Eye of the Undead. Looking towards the battlefield through the Eye of the Undead. Whether it was the dark demons that had already revealed themselves or the dark demons that were still hiding, they had nowhere to escape under the Eye of the Undead. The Eye of the Undead looked at the soul. As long as there was a soul, there was no way to hide from the Eye of the Undead. Lin Mo saw that there were several dark demons that were secretly sneaking into the star system. He didn't know how they avoided the star system's defense formations, but they sneaked in anyway. They weren't moving fast, but it wouldn't be long before they reached the nearest 98-3 life star. The people living on star 98-3 were all ordinary people. Once they arrived, they could instantly turn star 98-3 into a purgatory. Lin Mo looked at the War God Temple. The War God Temple had no reaction. The Human Emperor Network also had no new instructions. Returning to the star system would violate orders. If I don't return to the star system, and the War God Temple doesn't take action, it's very likely that star 98-3 will suffer a catastrophic disaster. Lin Mo thought for a moment and instantly made a decision. How could he stand idly by? He couldn't do it. The wings of the undead unfolded, turning into a stream of light, and flew towards star 98-3. Chapter 972. He must become a member of the War God Temple. Lin Mo left his guarding position, but he didn't completely abandon it. Hundreds of skeleton god generals replaced him, guarding there. With the cooperation of the Eye of the Undead, the dark demons would have nowhere to escape. Lin Mo connected to the Eye of the Undead, and the speed of the wings of the undead increased to the extreme, quickly catching up. Behind him, a tiny crack appeared in space. In the War God Temple, Luo Chengqin chuckled. The little guy discovered it. Not bad, not bad. At his level, he saw everything. How could those dark demons that sneaked in hide from him? However, he didn't directly stop them. He just wanted to see if any of the Transcendent God Realm little guys could discover it. In the end, Lin Mo discovered it, which made him feel gratified. But the next second, Luo Chengqin suddenly jumped up, his voice trembling slightly. The law of space. He saw the crack that Lin Mo left behind, and recognized the law of space at a glance. The law of space, like the law of undying that Lin Mo had shown before, belonged to the first echelon of laws. He wasn't so excited when he saw the law of undying. Now that he saw the law of space, he was extremely excited. Luo Chengqin's eyes flashed with a bright light, and he was extremely excited, constantly saying, "The law of space, the law of space." The law of space seemed to have an unusual meaning for him. He quickly calmed down, looked at Lin Mo, and murmured, "Let's see again, let's see again." A total of 6 dark demons sneaked into the star system, advancing in a triangular formation. The dark demon at the front was the smallest, but its strength was the strongest, reaching the 9th rank of Transcendent God. The 5 dark demons behind it, 2 were at the 8th rank of Transcendent God, and the other 3 were at the 7th rank of Transcendent God. They were neatly arranged and moved in unison, showing that they were a well-trained team. The demon race wasn't a disorganized mob. They also had armies, and their discipline was very strict. Only in this way could they maintain strong combat power and survive in the cruel great world. Lin Mo increased his speed to the limit, quickly surpassing them, and then turned around, blocking them. The law domain instantly opened, and strange gray and white stars slowly rose behind him. The law of slaughter carried rolling killing intent, and merged with the law of undying, turning into countless divine dragons, circling in the law domain. At this time, it was already very close to star 98-3, Lin Mo didn't have any unnecessary words, and didn't waste any time, directly attacking. The law divine dragons pounced on them. The 6 dark demons' expressions changed drastically at the same time, and the leading dark demon, the 9th rank Transcendent God Dark Demon, didn't expect Lin Mo to move so sharply. La domain. It roared angrily, and its whole body's or a sword. A huge black hole appeared behind it, a black hole that seemed to be able to devour everything. You're just a 6th rank Transcendent God, thinking that you can stop this demon just because you have a law domain. This demon's law domain can devour everything. You're dead. Chapter 1252. It seems you must be a human genius. Killing you will make this operation a success. It grinned hideously, its killing intent intense. Lin Moyu coldly said, swallowing my laws will burst you. The dark demon's law domain surged, devouring all of Lin Moyu's law dragons. Lin Moyu pointed a finger, and more law dragons flew out from the strange star. The dark demon's law domain seemed to accept all comers, devouring as many as there were. Come on, I will devour all your power of law. The dark demon laughed loudly, the black hole devouring even more rapidly. At the same time, the other 5 dark demons pounced toward Lin Moyu, the daggers in their hands gleaming coldly. Lin Moyu softly shouted and pointed a finger forward. Fusion spell, time curse. A red light flashed, and the 5 dark demons screamed simultaneously, then fell silent the next second. Instant kill. With a cultivation base of Transcendent God rank 6, he instantly killed 5 demons of Transcendent God rank 7 and 8 with a single strike. This scene shocked the dark demon captain. Its body trembled, realizing it seemed to have misunderstood something. This human genius before him seemed a bit different. Its law domain suddenly rumbled, the black hole becoming extremely unstable and violently shaking. The black hole was like it had eaten its fill, unable to swallow any more of Lin Moyu's law dragons, its law domain reaching its limit. But Lin Moyu continued to forcibly stuff his laws into it. Fear appeared in its eyes. If it continued like this, its law domain would collapse, it would explode. But it was now in a dilemma. If it retracted its law domain, all the power it had devoured would erupt in an instant, something it couldn't withstand. Lin Moyu saw through this and coldly said, I said, you can't swallow it. It took out a magic stone and crushed it violently, I won't let you off next time. Lin Moyu pointed a finger, there won't be a next time. The time curse descended, acting on its body and causing severe damage to its soul. Aaaa seeking fresh flower sa aaaa. It also acted on its law domain, the law domain's devouring progress instantly accelerating greatly, completely exceeding the limit. Amidst screams, its soul collapsed, its law domain collapsed, and it died on the spot. But the magic stone had already been activated, a space-time channel forming, instantly sucking its body into it. The other 5 dark demon corpses rapidly decayed under the erosion of the undying law, turning to ashes in the blink of an eye, leaving not even a speck of dust. Lin Moyu's movements were decisive and clean, without any hesitation. In the War God Temple, Luo Chengqin was so shocked that he couldn't speak. Whether it was Lin Moyu previously obtaining a legendary rating or displaying the undying law, neither brought him as much shock as the past 2 minutes. First the space law, now he had seen the time law. Undying law, space law, time law, appearing on one person at the same time, was this possible? Luo Chengqin felt like he was dreaming, having a hallucination. Such an absurd thing could actually exist. He didn't even dare to report this matter, worried he would be considered insane. Not to mention others wouldn't believe it, even he, having seen it with his own eyes, didn't believe it. But he believed he wouldn't be mistaken, Lin Moyu's spell indeed contained the time law, there was no mistake. After thinking it over, Luo Chengqin decided to be more cautious. After this battle ended, he would check the information in the Human Emperor network before deciding how to report it. If he truly possesses both the space law and time law, this child must join the War God Temple. No matter what means are used, even if it offends the city lord, he must be snatched over. Luo Chengqin secretly resolved, his eyes filled with determination. Lin Moyu returned to his guarding position, at this time the great battle between the others and the dark demons had already ended. Many humans were injured, but none were seriously harmed. As long as cultivators didn't die and their souls weren't damaged, physical injuries weren't a big problem. Regenerating severed limbs was also a common occurrence. The giant cave demon let out a sharp cry, the space in front of it beginning to distort, obviously about to leave. At this time, a cold light suddenly shot out from the War God Temple, the cold light transforming into a sword that instantly pierced through the giant cave demon. The giant cave demon's massive body turned into smoke and dust in the cold light, completely obliterated. Luo Chengqin coldly snorted, since you've come, you still want to leave. Is my human territory a place you can come and go as you please? Great. Chapter 973. New Mission, Rescuing Star System 52. Similar to the battle before Star System 98, it was happening in front of many star systems. The results varied. The demons used the same routine, with the dark demons attracting attention from the front, and secretly having an elite squad sneak into the star system. They bypassed the defense system of the formation, found loopholes, and successfully sneaked in. However, the humans were prepared, and there were God King level experts guarding the War God Temple. The dark demons that sneaked in all ended in failure. However, the demons were also prepared, and many dark demons felt something was wrong and immediately withdrew. Only a few dark demons failed to escape. Lin Mo Yu was too fast and too fierce, so the demons that sneaked in didn't even have a chance to run. In the end, only its corpse escaped. The giant cave demon was even more miserable, clearly having extremely strong defense. Even when facing a God King, it could at least last for 10 seconds, enough for it to initiate a space jump and escape directly. But it ended up encountering Luo Chengken and was instantly killed. The starry sky returned to calm once again. For the next few days, there was no movement. Is it over just like that? Lin Mo Yu felt like it was just a minor skirmish. Although the demons also had actions to sneak into the star system, it was also too petty. Since a war had been launched, and even a god emperor had fallen, how could it be so anticlimactic? It shouldn't be. There were many doubts in his heart, but Lin Mo Yu couldn't figure out why. Perhaps the front lines are fighting fiercely. Lin Mo Yu thought in his heart. He didn't know what the front lines were like. The human emperor network was temporarily blocked, and the transmission of much information had become no longer smooth. But that wasn't what he needed to consider, that was what the human high levels and the domain star masters needed to consider. After waiting for another 5 days, it had been 15 days since they had been guarding the star system. A stream of light flew from afar, extremely fast. In the next second after seeing the light, a warship had already stopped in front of everyone. A human God King level warship. Lin Mo Yu saw this God King level warship up close for the first time. The warship exuded a strong pressure, making it difficult to breathe. "Everyone, enter the warship," a voice sounded, spreading throughout the starry sky. No one hesitated, nor did anyone ask what they were going to do. On the battlefield, military orders were like mountains. When an order was issued, there was only execution, nothing else. Everyone quickly entered the warship, and then the warship quickly flew away with them. The warship traversed space-time, picking up people in various star systems. The number of personnel in the battleship quickly exceeded 100,000. Then the battleship entered the subspace, flying at faster than light speed. Up to this point, everyone who entered the battleship still didn't know what was happening. However, through various conversations, Lin Mo learned that these people came from the Vermilion Bird 97th star system, the Vermilion Bird 99th star system, and the Vermilion Bird 100th star system. Adding his own 98th star system, this battleship had picked up the transcendent gods from 4 star systems. No one came to explain, and no one asked. Another rule on the battlefield: don't ask what you shouldn't, you'll naturally be told when it's time. The battleship traveled a long distance at far beyond the speed of light, then left the subspace and returned to normal space. "Everyone, leave the battleship." The battleship door opened. Without any nonsense, everyone obeyed the order and left the battleship. Although not as fast as the military, the movements were still very quick, without any hesitation. Arriving outside the battleship, Lin Mo discovered that there were several other battleships parked in the starry sky. In front of each battleship, there were a large number of transcendent gods. Spatial fluctuations kept coming, and several more battleships flew over, then a large number of transcendent gods came down from them. This time, Lin Mo truly saw what it meant for transcendent gods to be as common as dogs. The number of transcendent gods here alone exceeded 1 million. The base population of the human race was too large, more than hundreds of billions, so it was normal to have so many transcendent gods. This was just a small part of the Vermilion Bird star territory. 10 battleships, each carrying about 100,000 transcendent gods, added up to about 1 million. After that, no more battleships flew over, and Lin Mo knew that the people were almost all here. Then the next instruction should arrive. Ren Cheng came to Lin Mo's side. "Brother Lin, what did you go back to the star system for just now?" He was fighting before, and Lin Mo's sudden departure did not attract his attention. Lin Mo said, "A few dark demons sneaked into the star system." Ren Cheng snorted, "These dark demons are really brave, they dare to sneak in with Brother Lin guarding, they are simply courting death." This guy was obviously flattering him. Lin Mo smiled slightly, but did not speak. He knew clearly afterward that if he hadn't acted, Luo, the elder in the war god temple, would not have allowed the dark demons to truly enter the stars. Thinking like this, he was still too hasty. It was estimated that the laws of space and time should have been exposed. But expose it, he never thought about hiding anything in the first place. Although Antares kept urging him to keep a low profile, Linmo felt that there was no need to be too low-key. As long as his strength was sufficient, he should be high profile, attracting the attention of the human race's higher-ups, which would be safer instead. Ren Chang looked at the million transcendent gods in the starry sky. What are so many transcendent gods going to do? Linmo looked at the starry sky. There should be an answer soon. As soon as he finished speaking, everyone received information from the Human Emperor Network. The Vermilion Bird 52nd star system has been invaded by the demon race, the star system's defense system has been destroyed, and the demon race has set up a barrier, preventing those above the transcendent god realm from entering. Your mission is to enter the 52nd star system and rescue the trapped human race. The human race cultivators in the 52nd star system are still resisting, but the situation is critical, and there is not much time left. Please act as soon as possible. Based on everyone's performance, rewards will be settled after the war. Everyone received the order. The situation was urgent and could not be delayed. Immediately, countless people took out their flying equipment and flew towards the 52nd star system. In the blink of an eye, half of the million transcendent gods had left. At this time, Lin Mo could see the 52nd star system not far away, which he couldn't see before because it was blocked by the crowd. Ren Chang asked, "Brother Lin, let's go too, do you have a flying device?" Lin Mo nodded, "I do." Ren Chang hummed, "This time I won't be a burden, I'll kill to my heart's content and earn more rewards." Saying that, he took out his flying device and flew towards the 52nd star system. Ren Chang was very sensible. He knew that if he wanted to be safe, he could completely follow Lin Mo. However, this would become a burden to Lin Mo. And with Lin Mo's combat power, he could completely obtain huge rewards. Lin Mo understood his thoughts, smiled slightly, and also took out his god-slaying fortress, turning into a bolt of lightning and flying away. Chapter 974, Then let's be high profile. Most cultivators in the Transcendent God realm use flying devices of the Transcendent God realm. The god-slaying fortress used by Lin Mo is a true God realm device, and its speed is much faster than that of the Transcendent God realm. Moreover, with Lin Mo's current strength, he can already exert most of the power of the god-slaying fortress. The god-slaying fortress is not an ordinary flying device, but a war fortress. Once deployed, it has the ability to kill true God realm experts. Lin Mo drove the god-slaying fortress, quickly surpassing a large number of transcendent gods, and flew to the forefront of the team. He was like a lone star, surpassing everyone, and flying far ahead. Since he wanted to be high profile, then he would be completely high profile. Outside the 52nd star system, deep blue light flickered, like another space. This was the demon race's barrier. In the small world, Lin Mo had dealt with demon race barriers many times. In the great world, the demon race's barrier was still their specialty, and it could even cover the entire star system. According to the analysis of the previous information, Lin Mo roughly understood the situation of the star system. The 52nd star system was not attacked by a small number of dark demons, but by an army of demons. Unexpectedly, the defense system of the 52nd star system collapsed. The demon army successfully invaded it. The war god temple must be resisting with many transcendent gods, but they have become birds in a cage and cannot stop them for too long. The demon's barrier restricts cultivators above the true god realm from entering. Gods cannot take action. Gods are too powerful, and if they want to break the barrier, they may destroy the star system along with it. If the power is weak, the barrier cannot be broken, and if the power is strong, the star system will be destroyed. No matter what they do, the human race is at a disadvantage. In this way, the demons completely occupy the initiative. They can fight if they want to fight, and they can leave if they want to leave. The only way for the human race is to send a large number of transcendent gods in to kill all the demons inside. Even if the demons have a leader who is a true god, if there are enough transcendent gods, they may be able to kill him. After analyzing the general situation, Lin Mo also had many questions in his mind. The first is how the demons bypassed the frontline blockade and entered the human race's interior. The Vermilion Bird 52nd star system, although not yet in the human race's hinterland, is hundreds of light years away from the battlefield. Not too short a distance, it can be completely intercepted on the way. If you say that the human race doesn't have this ability, Lin Mo doesn't believe it. Also, how did they defeat the star system's defense array? If it is said that sneaking in is still possible, Lin Mo also does not believe in defeating it head-on. The star system's defense array, the War God Temple, is not made of mud. If it can be defeated head-on, it is estimated that the star system will also be destroyed. Also, the Human Emperor Network cannot have failed to monitor the demon race's actions. With the Human Emperor Network's strength, it should be able to respond early. Combining his various analyses and various questions, Lin Mo came to a conclusion that even shocked him. The human race is doing it on purpose. Deliberately let them in. Is it to train soldiers? To train as transcendent gods who are not even considered cannon fodder? After much deliberation, this seemed to be the most likely possibility. If that were the case, then the safety of the Suzaku 52 star system was definitely not an issue. There might be some damage, but Lin Mo had already seen through it. The powerful human cultivators wouldn't care about minor losses. They were more concerned with the overall situation, and localized sacrifices were acceptable. If they could exchange 1 million transcendent gods for a god emperor, the human leaders would definitely make the trade without hesitation. Among 1 million transcendent gods, there might not even be a single god emperor. Every race needed top-tier combat power. This was the inevitability and helplessness of the great world. Having experienced the great battles of the minor worlds, Lin Mo was very clear about this. Only true top-tier combat power could support a race. Lin Mo's thoughts raced, and his gaze became even more determined. The barrier was close at hand, and without any hesitation, he plunged into it like a shooting star. Everyone behind him was dumbfounded. Why did he go in alone? He doesn't even know what's inside. Is he going to his death? Is he too arrogant or too conceited? Does he really think he's invincible? Even if he's trying to snatch military merit, this isn't the way to do it. If you lose your life, you lose everything. What a madman. Everyone thought Lin Mo was crazy. The barrier was full of demon armies. Facing an army alone, what was the difference between that and courting death? The Human Emperor Network had gathered 1 million transcendent gods, indicating that there were definitely a large number of demons inside the barrier. Everyone thought that Lin Mo was doomed. Only Ren Chang knew that it would be the demons who would die. Lin Mo's undead legion was an extremely terrifying existence. One person could be worth 1 million soldiers. He wasn't worried about Lin Mo's safety at all. Instead, he felt that the demon army inside was in trouble. The barrier was like a layer of water. Lin Mo passed through it without any obstruction. The situation inside the star system came into view. There were a large number of demons. The demons were formed into armies in the starry sky, each one looking at Lin Mo with a sinister grin. To be precise, they were waiting for the human cultivators to arrive. They weren't surprised by Lin Mo's appearance. From outside the barrier, it was impossible to see what was inside. But from inside the barrier, it was possible to see what was outside. The demons knew that Lin Mo was the first to rush in, the others would arrive later. Lin Mo's gaze swept across the star system, and he saw formations shimmering on the life-bearing planets. There were 4 life-bearing planets in the star system, and they were connected together to form a powerful formation. The formation was centered on the Hall of the God of War and was temporarily blocking the demons' attacks. Seeing that the life-bearing planets were safe and sound, Lin Mo breathed a sigh of relief. Next, it was time to eliminate these demons. There were a large number of demons, exceeding 300,000. 1/3 of them were attacking the life-bearing planets, while the other 2/3 were concentrated here, waiting to fight the human cultivators. The demons were a regular army. Unlike the human cultivators, in comparison, their aura was even more majestic. Although there were only about 200,000 of them, the combat power they could exert far exceeded their numbers. If the human cultivators wanted to eliminate them, they would also pay a considerable price. But unfortunately, they had now encountered Lin Mo. Boy, you're courting death, but you're a little too early. Since you're so eager, this demon will send you on your way. As you humans say, the sooner you die, the sooner you're reborn. A 7th-order transcendent god demon soldier laughed maniacally and rushed out of the army, attacking Lin Mo. Lin Mo snorted lightly, and with a gentle tap of his finger, the eye of the undead opened in the starry sky. Then, a red light flashed. Stellar level spell, Eye of the Undead. Fusion spell, Curse of Time. The demon, who was still laughing wildly half a second ago, died instantly. Lin Moi chuckled, I have the materials. Chapter 975, One-sided slaughter battle. For Lin Moi, numbers were meaningless. This had been proven in the continuous great battles of the minor worlds. Unless their strength could crush Lin Moi, relying on encirclement would only lead to their complete destruction by Lin Moi. The corpse explosion spell was too unreasonable. Since its appearance, it had been the most unreasonable of all Lin Moi's spells. Corpse explosion fusion degree 40% detonates a corpse or remains, dealing 40% of the corpse's pre-death health as damage to designated targets within a 400-meter radius. 40% damage, plus a 200-fold talent amplification. This directly increased the damage to 8,000%, equivalent to 80 times the corpse's full-strength attack before death. This was enough to fight beyond one's level. Currently, it was only a planetary level spell, and it didn't even involve any laws or have any active attack ability. But once it was given a corpse, it could unleash destructive power far exceeding the corpse itself. Among those of the same level, it was invincible. Even when Lin Moi had just mastered this spell, when it was only a level 1 skill, as long as he was given the corpse of a true god, Lin Moi could possibly kill another true god. Now that it was a spell, its power was even greater, and the range of its impact had become controlled by Lin Moi. When the first demon was instantly killed, the outcome of the entire battle was actually already determined. Boom, 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 continuous explosions echoed in the souls of every demon. A large number of demons fell in batches, and the military formation was instantly crushed. 1 second, just 1 second. Tens of thousands of demons died. Lin Moi used both hands, his soul continuously operating, locking onto all the demons within his sight. Explosions occurred one after another, as brilliant as fireworks, like blood-colored flowers blooming in the starry sky. A second later, the demons seemed to be awakened and finally reacted. Kill him. Deploy the defensive barrier. The demons acted one after another, deploying barriers in units of military formations. At the same time, they unleashed countless attacks, overwhelming Lin Moi. The barriers looked weak, but blocking Lin Moi's attacks, the barriers were directly destroyed after only a few explosions. At this time, the starry sky was full of demon corpses. Lin Moi had too many materials, even true gods wouldn't be able to withstand it. Moreover, these were just transcendent god realm demons. Numbers were useless, they could only provide Lin Moi with more explosive materials. Thousands of attacks landed on Lin Moi, the bone armor shimmering, instantly broken, then instantly deployed, constantly creating and destroying. Each time, it could trigger a 4-star spell's linked counterattack. In the void, white light exploded, demons screamed incessantly, and countless demons were torn apart by bone fangs and bone spears. Lin Moi stood in place, not even taking a step, and killed tens of thousands of demons in just 2 or 3 seconds. Go to hell. 10 powerful demons responded and charged out. They unleashed their law domains, all being 9th-order transcendent gods, their strength reaching the peak of transcendent god. 10 peak transcendent god demons joining forces, in their minds, they could definitely tear Lin Moi into pieces. Gray and white energies spawned, and a strange star with alternating gray and white colors emerged. The Undying Law domain was activated, and the Undying Law enveloped a 1,000-meter radius. Then, streams of killing intent-filled slaughter laws flew out, circling in the vast starry sky, while the Undying Law domain simultaneously expanded. The dual law domains were activated, and the enveloped range rapidly expanded to 10,000 meters. Within 10,000 meters, law divine dragons roared incessantly. Demons who had just entered the peak of transcendent god were almost instantly suppressed. Laws rumbled, law divine dragons charged towards them, slaughter laws carrying intense killing intent, destroying souls and obliterating will. Undying law corroded flesh, eroded souls, and brought death. The demons resisted the law divine dragons with terror. This is impossible, how can he be so strong? 6th order transcendent god, law domain, fighting beyond his level, this guy is a super genius among the humans. How could a super genius among the humans appear here? This is impossible. The demons howled in panic and dismay. Lin Moi completely ignored them, now he only cared about killing, disregarding everything else. The 10 peak transcendent god demons could barely withstand Lin Moi's law attacks even with all their strength. Lin Moi felt that although the two laws were combined, they didn't seem to be truly fused. His dual law domain also seemed to have a slight disharmony, with a layer of separation between them. With a thought, he cast a spell. Stellar level spell, Infinite Fusion. Lin Moi chose to fuse his Undying Law domain and Slaughter Law domain. Under the effect of the Infinite Fusion spell, the two law domains rapidly began to fuse. The original separation was gradually disappearing, and finally, they fused together. Outside the strange star, a circle of black airflow appeared. It looked like a black meteor belt, wrapping around the strange star. The strange star represented the Undying Law, and the black airflow represented the Slaughter Law. Now that they were fused together, the range didn't change, but the power increased sharply. The 10 demons who could barely resist were instantly in a dangerous situation. Lin Moi didn't unleash the full power of the laws, only using them as experimental subjects. With just a little more force, the power of the law domain could be raised to the true god level. Killing them would be as easy as crushing a mosquito. The demon army, shielded by a barrier, charged towards Lin Moi. If they didn't act again, it wouldn't be long before Lin Moi killed them all. Lin Moi snorted softly, "More people. You're far from enough." The undead legion appeared in unison. A full 1.49 million undead legion, densely packed, stood in the starry sky. A gloomy wind blew, and a cold wind swept over, causing the demons to shiver. Even some demons who controlled the fire law, their bodies wrapped in raging flames. At this moment, they also felt a bone-chilling cold. After the undead legion appeared, they rushed out waving their weapons. Death Knights charged, skeletal dragons sprayed deadly dragon breath, skeletal god warriors raised their axes, each searching for a target. God mages and god archers stood at the rear, launching soul attacks. Buzz. Lin Moi had summoned all the undead except for the elemental liches. Because the materials used for the elemental liches were too poor, they couldn't exert any effect in transcendent god battles. Of course, except for the undying liches. The 1.49 million undead legion, like a mighty army, began to slaughter the demons wantonly. They broke through the demons' barrier, dispersed their formations, and launched a pursuit in the starry sky. Screams rose and fell, and the 10 peak transcendent god demons trapped by the law domain were also devoured by the laws amidst the screams. The starry sky was filled with demon corpses. The 200,000 strong army was wiped out in the blink of an eye. The remaining demons fled into the depths of the starry sky as if their lives depended on it. Lin Moi led the undead legion and killed towards the life star. Chapter 976. More like a collective mission than a war. When the other transcendent god cultivators of the human race rushed into the barrier, each of them sharpening their knives and preparing for a great battle. What greeted them were countless demon corpses. The corpses flew randomly in the starry sky like shattered meteorites. Everyone was stunned. Each of them was dumbfounded. How could this be? What happened? Why are all the demons dead? Didn't we agree on a demon army? What exactly is going on? Can someone tell me? I found one. There's still alive one. Someone discovered a demon who hadn't completely died yet, as if discovering a treasure, and immediately struck with his knife, taking advantage of the situation. Could it have been done by that person just now? Could it be that he alone killed so many demons? Is that possible? Impossible. So many demons, at least hundreds of thousands, even if a true god came, they wouldn't be able to kill them all. That's right, demons aren't fools. If they can't win, wouldn't they escape? Besides, one person taking on an army, do you think that's possible? Possible. Of course, it's possible. Ren Chang had a disdainful look. He knew that others couldn't do it, but Lin Moi could definitely do it. Although he didn't know how Lin Moi did it, he believed that Lin Moi 543 could definitely do it. Having been with Lin Moi for this long, he had developed a blind sense of trust in Lin Moi. Now that the facts were before his eyes, he felt that Lin Moi was like a slap in the face to those guys who said Lin Moi was going to die. This slap was both crisp and loud. I found demons, live ones. Someone exclaimed. In the depths of the starry sky, there were still many demons fleeing frantically. Skeletons were chasing after them. Some demons weren't fast enough and were caught up by the skeletons and killed on the spot. Upon discovering the demons, the transcendent gods of the human race immediately chased after them. Before the life star, a great battle had just ended. The demon army faced the undead legion and quickly collapsed, with no resistance. The strongest peak transcendent god demons in the army were also easily killed by Lin Moi. The whole process was ridiculously fast, from start to finish, it didn't even take 5 minutes. Lin Moi used his actions to tell the demons, how weak you are. The defeated demons were fleeing towards the outside of the star system. The undead legion pursued relentlessly, with no intention of letting them go. Lin Moi sensed the aura of human cultivators, smiled slightly, and put away the undead legion. Since they're here, let them handle it. I've already eaten the meat, so let others drink the soup. There are not many demons left, no more than 30,000. These 30,000 demons, completely crushed in spirit, facing a million human supergods filled with murderous intent, the outcome is predictable. Lin Moyu remained quietly in the starry sky, his eyes sharp, sweeping back and forth. Even now, he still felt that something was not quite right. Now he was quite certain that the fall of the 52nd star system was a trap that the humans had dug for the demons themselves. Using an entire star system as bait to lure the demons in. But were these demons really that stupid that they couldn't see it? The demons didn't strike Lin Moyu as stupid, at least the demons of the Abyss lineage weren't stupid. How could they be fooled so easily? Could it be that the demons of the great world were stupider than the demons in the small world? Or did they have their own purposes? Whatever the purpose, this great battle stirred up Lin Moyu's memories. He remembered when he was in the small world, he fought the dragon race in much the same way. At that time, the dragon race's puppet men came over and were also killed by him. Suddenly his eyes lit up, puppets. Lin Moyu thought of the dragon race's puppet generals. These demons now seemed somewhat similar to puppets. Except for a few who escaped, most were fearless and their eyes were slightly dull. Similar to the dragon race generals cloned as puppets in the small world. Thinking this way, Lin Moyu understood. Only those demons who escaped were the real demons. Other demons were just puppets, not even as good as dogs. If he could figure it out, he knew the human emperor network must also know. But why did this? The demons continued to be killed, and the number of demons in the star system decreased. Although the barrier restricted those above the supergod realm from entering, it also left them with no way to escape. Within the barrier's range, teleportation magic stones could not be used. Suddenly, a gaze swept over, filled with hatred. Lin Moyu's soul was extremely sensitive and instantly captured this gaze. He saw a demon escaping from the edge of the barrier, and saw that it was holding a delicate magic stone in its hand. This was a supergod rank 9 demon, wearing exquisite armor. Before leaving, it glanced at Lin Moyu, its eyes filled with intense hatred. Lin Moyu vaguely felt that something was wrong. This demon's strength didn't seem to be any weaker than a supergod peak. Moreover, its armor was very exquisite and different from other demons. Such a demon seemed to be the only one in the army. Lin Moyu judged that this person's status in the demon race would not be too low. After glancing at Lin Moyu, it quickly slipped out of the barrier. The magic stone in its hand had been activated, and it was estimated that it would take it away from here. Who was this? Lin Moyu thought to himself, with a trace of doubt. This battle always made him feel a little strange, not like a real war. More like a mission, a collective mission. Under the human race's pursuit, the demons who had become birds in a cage were finally wiped out. Of the full 300,000 demons, only one was able to escape. The barrier lost its power support and finally collapsed. The protective formations on the life stars also gradually stopped operating. The crisis in the Suzaku 52nd star system was thus resolved. The star system was intact, and none of the human race's million supergods died, with only a few slightly injured. It could be said that the human race had won completely. The credit for achieving such a result goes to Lin Moyu alone. He alone scattered the entire demon army, which is why such a victory could be achieved. Everyone return outside the star system and wait for the reward settlement. The human emperor network's order came again. Everyone obeyed the order and quickly returned. Lin Moyu also followed the crowd back, but everyone stayed a little far away. The way everyone looked at him was a little strange. There was admiration, and also fear. Anyway, everyone kept their distance from Lin Moyu. Lin Moyu finally glanced at the 4 life stars in the 52nd star system. Until the end of the battle, when the formation stopped, no one came out of the 4 life stars. This situation completely violated common sense. It can only be said that someone must be manipulating it behind the scenes, and this person, needless to say, must be the human emperor network. They left the star system and gathered again outside the star system. Start settling rewards, please wait. First place. Chapter 977, not even the first place's remainder. The Human Emperor Network began to settle the rewards. Rewards are in the form of points and military merits. Most people receive points, and only when contributions reach a certain level can military merits be obtained. According to Ren Chang, the value of military merits far exceeds points. Similarly, the difficulty of obtaining them far exceeds points. Lin Moyu had no probability of this, and only after this reward was distributed did he finally know some. Name: Lin Moyu. Reward: 263,547 points, 1,000 military merits. Second place: Dai Zan. Reward: 56 points. Third place: Yu Hongsheng. Reward: 37 points. Seeing the reward list, everyone was stunned and felt shocked. It really was Lin Moyu who single-handedly destroyed the demon army. Every 1 point represents that he killed a demon. More than 260,000 points means that he killed more than 260,000 demons. However, this result was achieved in just a few minutes. This is not amazing, but incredible. As for the 1,000 military merits behind, they were ignored by others because the points were too dazzling. In second place, the points dropped to 56 points, not even a fraction of Lin Moyu's. However, others dare not look down on him. The other party also killed a full 56 demons, and also proved their strength. Much better than most people who didn't kill a single demon. Dai Zan looked at Lin Moyu with a complicated expression. He possessed the cultivation of a 9th order transcendent, and had a law domain. In terms of strength, he was considered to be at the peak of the transcendent realm. Among millions of transcendents, he was considered a top-tier powerhouse. Originally, he could have killed at least 1,000 demons and earned 1,000 points, and might have even gained some military merit. But now, because of Lin Moyu's appearance, he had only killed 56 demons, far from what he had expected. However, he also knew that if it weren't for Lin Moyu, casualties would have been inevitable among the million transcendents present. As a member of the human race, he didn't want to see any human casualties. You are very strong. Dai Zan's voice reached Lin Moyu's ears. Lin Moyu smiled slightly. You're not bad either. Dai Zan continued to transmit his voice. Transcendent is just the beginning. In the transcendent realm, I am not as good as you, but when we reach true God, God King, you might not be as good as me. From his tone, one could tell that this guy had full confidence. Lin Moyu gave him a little encouragement, then keep working hard. At this moment, Lin Moyu checked some of his information, and some changes had appeared. A. Lin Moyu, First Order Warrior A. Age, 28 A. Level, 6th Order Transcendenta. A. Soul, 4th Rank Initial Stagia. A. Potential Evaluation, Legendaria. A. Highest Authority, Level 3 A. Overall Strength, First Order True Goda. A. Available Points, 355,300, 55,850 A. Military Merits, 1,000 A. Laws Mastered, Undying Law, Slaughter Law, Lightning Law. The words, First Order Warrior, appeared after his name in the information. This was a military rank, which Lin Moyu could understand. With his success, the other information had been updated. His overall strength had been evaluated as First Order True God, and he could now accept some Level 3 missions that required First Order True God strength. The reward points obtained this time were not calculated in the mission points and could not be used to increase his authority. However, more than 260,000 points was also a good income. His total points had exceeded 350,000. Among all the people with Level 3 authority, Lin Moyu was definitely a tycoon. Brother Lin, you are too amazing. Ren Cheng came to Lin Moyu's side, his eyes shining, his admiration like a continuous river. He had thought that Lin Moyu was strong, but Lin Moyu's strength completely exceeded his imagination. Lin Moyu looked at him. Didn't you also get some points? Ren Cheng had obtained 11 points this time, killing 11 demons. This was considered a good result among everyone. Ren Cheng laughed. I was lucky. I happened to encounter a few injured guys and picked up a bargain. Luck is also part of strength. Sometimes, luck is even more important than strength. Ren Cheng laughed loudly. That's right, I've always been lucky, just like being able to meet Brother Lin. Lin Moyu also smiled. It seemed that this guy was indeed lucky. At this time, more warships flew in from the starry sky. When they were sent here before, there were 10 warships, but this time there were 11. The warships formed a formation, and the warship flying at the front was even larger. God King level warships were already huge enough, but this warship far exceeded God King level warships. Even if 10 God King level warships were combined, they could only barely compare to it. God King level warships were 1,000 kilometers long, and this warship reached an astonishing 10,000 kilometers in length. This time in the 52nd star system, the demons suffered a loss instead of gaining an advantage, possessing a group of people. Do you know the real purpose of this operation? Lin Mo nodded slightly, waiting for you to say. Zhu Tian laughed even louder. Why do you think I would tell you? You will definitely tell me. After all, there are other actions to follow. If you don't let us know the cause and effect, I'm afraid there will be problems with the actions. Lin Mo was very confident in his judgment, and he was most likely correct. Zhu Tian gave a hum. This old man will indeed tell you, but not now. Wait until the battles in other star systems are over. We didn't expect the battle in the 52nd star system to end so quickly. You have made a great contribution this time, and your harvest must be great. Lin Mo responded calmly, it's okay. Knowing it was a question, Lin Mo didn't believe that Zhu Tian wouldn't know what he had done. I'm afraid he knows all the situations in the star system like the back of his hand. From beginning to end, the development of the entire situation was actually under the surveillance of the Human Emperor Network. The whole process is just a game. It played a role in training the human race, allowing these transcendent beings, who are not even as good as cannon fodder, to truly come into contact with demons. It can also be seen from actual combat, who is stronger, who is the real elite. It can be described as killing multiple birds with one stone. As for the negative impact, it is that some people will die, but for the sake of the overall situation, a little damage is nothing. Where is there a war without deaths? If it weren't for the human race's predecessors, countless fearless warriors who followed one after another, where would the human race's stable life be now? Becoming a cultivator means facing life and death sooner or later. Zhu Tian laughed. This battle was indeed watched by him throughout. It should be said that Lin Mo's performance was watched by him throughout. Lin Mo's performance was extremely outstanding, and it completely exceeded his expectations. Lin Mo showed amazing combat power, even a true god may not be able to compare with Lin Mo. When Lin Mo's undead army rushed out, it was even more breathtaking. The more Zhu Tian looked at Lin Mo, the more he liked him. If such a talent cannot be recommended to the city lord as a disciple, it would definitely be a great loss to the human race. If it weren't for some rigid rules, he couldn't wait to take Lin Mo to the city lord now. Zhu Tian said, let's not mention this issue for the time being. Do you have any other questions now? This old man can answer some things for you. There are naturally questions. Lin Mo had countless questions since entering the great world. The great world is like a mystery, waiting for him to slowly understand it. Lin Mo asked, I want to know some information about military merits. Zhu Tian smiled, you asked well, within our human race, military merit is a very complex system. The military merit system and the task system are known as the two major evaluation systems within the human race. Relatively speaking, the importance of military merit exceeds points. Lin Mo could understand Zhu Tian's words, the role of soldiers cannot be underestimated for the human race to reach this point, and the role of military merit is naturally great. Simply put, the amount of military merit represents different positions, different permissions, and different benefits. Within our human race, there are 4 military ranks. They are soldiers, officers, commanders, and generals. Each military rank can be divided into 9 levels, with the first level being the lowest and the 9th level being the highest. You are now at 1000 military merits, which is a first-level soldier. Just getting started, the lowest level soldier. After that, every increase of 1000 military merits can increase 1 level. Lin Mo listened to Zhu Tian's words. Overall, it was similar to the situation in his small world. But obviously the increase in military merits in the great world is not as fast as in the small world, and there is no concept of teaming here, nor is there any saying of brushing military merits. All military merits must be earned by oneself. Is it difficult to obtain military merits? Lin Mo asked. Zhu Tian felt that he had aroused Lin Mo's interest, and laughed, it's difficult and not difficult. But for each task, each action, there is an upper limit to military merits, the total amount is fixed, and it must be shared with others. Just like this time, there are a total of 1000 military merits, and the result is that you got it all alone, and no one else got any military merits. Lin Mo understood that the total military merit this time was 1000, even if he killed 300,000 demons, he could only get 1000 military merits. If he wasn't strong enough and killed nearly 90% of the demons, these military merits might have to be shared with others. In this way, the difficulty of obtaining military merits is indeed much higher than in the small world. You can't just get military merits based on the number of enemies killed, you must also be able to obtain them through tasks one after another. In this way, while improving military rank, you can accumulate a lot of practical experience. Lin Mo probably understood the military merit system, and asked again, so what can military merits do? Zhu Tian smiled, there are many things that military merits can do, and the role of military merits is also different for those who have joined the army and those who have not. Some benefits can only be obtained after joining the army. But this old man can tell you that the army is much more useful than points. You are a natural warrior, would you like to consider joining the army? Although Zhu Tian was just a projection, Lin Mo saw cunning in his eyes. Obviously, Zhu Tian's last sentence had some of his own thoughts. If he joined the army, it might be beneficial to Zhu Tian. Join my ass. Suddenly a roar sounded. Luo Chengqin's projection appeared in front of Lin Mo. He looked at Zhu Tian angrily, you old guy, you have no shame. Zhu Tian's face changed, old Luo, where am I shameless? If you don't make it clear today, I'm not done with you. Luo Chengqin snorted, if you're not done, then you're not done. Am I still afraid of you? Then he turned his head and said to Lin Mo, you can't join the army. Lin Mo is strange, why can't he join the army? Before he could speak, Zhu Tian said angrily, it's Lin Xiaoyu's freedom to join or not to join the army, is it your business? Luo Chengqin snorted, I can't control it, but you don't have this power either. I have already reported Lin Xiaoyu's situation to the palace master. And now Lin Xiaoyu is still at the 6th level of transcendent god, joining the army requires at least a true god, you have no chance. Zhu Tian blew his beard and stared, pointing at Luo Chengqin, you old guy, you're not fair. 979th chapter New task, retrieving the lost star. Lin Mo didn't know what the two people were talking about, in short, Zhu Tian wanted him to join the army, and Luo Chengqin jumped out to disagree. And joining the army has rigid conditions, at least the true god realm is required. Even Zhu Tian, this domain lord, couldn't change it. From this, Lin Mo analyzed that the god of war palace, Zhu Tian, this domain lord, and the army seemed to be 3 mutually exclusive systems. He thought of the world in his previous life, this is like the military, politics, and religion. Thinking about it this way, he understood a little. It seems that whether it is the great world or the small world, the system, this thing, will change, but there will not be a big change. At least in the human race it is like this, other races have their own situations. Like the Zerg race is a completely different ruling model, that's another matter. The two argued for a long time, neither giving way to the other, and ultimately failed to argue any results. Luo Chang'an always had one sentence, Lin Mo wanted to join the army, no way. Zhu Tian also had one sentence, even if Lin Mo didn't join the army, he couldn't join the God of War Palace. This is to snatch people. Lin Mo didn't know whether to laugh or cry, how did he become a popular commodity? In the great world, there are many talents and countless geniuses, is it necessary to do this for someone like himself? But now it seems that his talent is indeed not bad. Otherwise, these two in front of him wouldn't be like this. Amidst their argument, the warship set sail. Zhu Tian coldly snorted, let's get to work, I can't be bothered wasting words with you. Luo Chang'an also snorted, your words aren't worth anything anyway. A god Venerable level warship could no longer be described in terms of sailing speed. It advanced through the starry sky in a way Lin Moyu had never seen before. Its movement was jump-like, each jump covered a distance of several light years. The frequency of jumps was extremely high. Although it didn't enter subspace for navigation, its speed still far exceeded that of God King level warships. In just a few seconds, it had crossed nearly 1,000 light years, arriving in another part of the starry sky. Lin Moyu saw a total of 5 God Venerable level warships, like 5 enormous beasts, stationed in the starry sky. The immense auras intertwined, causing even Lin Moyu, with his soul quality, to feel his breathing become somewhat heavy. Then, the 5 God Venerable level warships simultaneously emitted a faint light, and they disappeared from the starry sky. Not a true disappearance, just becoming invisible. Neither the naked eye nor the soul could perceive them. If Lin Moyu wasn't currently inside the warship, he wouldn't have been able to sense the warship's existence. The formations within the warship activated, and Lin Moyu's vision slightly shifted, he had already arrived outside the warship. Appearing in the starry sky with him were 4 others, 2 men and 2 women. All 4 were at the supergod rank 9, and judging from their auras, they should all be at the peak of supergod, having mastered the law domain. In other words, all 4 were geniuses. A faint light flickered in the starry sky, and Zhu Tian's projection appeared before the 5. Greetings, Domain Lord. The group simultaneously saluted Zhu Tian. Zhu Tian's expression was slightly stern, please introduce yourselves first. Sha Man, Peak Supergod, specializes in the sharp metal law. One person introduced himself first, indeed reaching the peak of supergod, just as Lin Moyu had said. Having cultivated the law domain, his strength far surpassed ordinary supergod rank 9. The sharp metal law was a variant of the metal element law, barely considered a second-tier law, but its power was not weak. Sha Man was somewhat proud during his self-introduction, his whole body filled with sharpness. With him taking the lead, the others also began to introduce themselves. Zhao Li, Peak Supergod, specializes in the Blazing Flame Law. Zhang Feiyan, Peak Supergod, specializes in the Lightning Flash Law. My name is Zan Zan, Supergod rank 8, specializes in the Heavenly Yin Law. Zhao Li and Zhang Feiyan were both Supergod rank 9, having mastered the law domain, so they both called themselves Peak Supergod. The Blazing Flame Law and Lightning Flash Law that they had mastered were actually variants of the Fire Law and Lightning Law. They could only barely be considered second-tier laws, but they were the weakest link in the second-tier laws. They were still much stronger than third-tier laws. Lin Moyu glanced at the female cultivator named Zan Zan. She was only at Supergod rank 8, but her strength was no weaker than Zhao Li, Zhang Feiyan, and Sha Man. She had also cultivated a law domain, mastering the Heavenly Yin Law. The Heavenly Yin Law was a true second-tier law, and its power was not small. Zhao Li's eyes were full of confidence, and he looked very sunny. Zhang Feiyan was very beautiful, slightly aloof, and somewhat similar to Ji Yuqingshan. However, she had a bit more sharpness than Ji Yuqingshan. Finally, this Zan Zan was petite, looked soft and weak, and her voice was the same, just like a little sister without the strength to truss a chicken. However, if asked who Lin Moyu was most optimistic about among the 4, it would be Zan Zan. The second-tier law was naturally superior to others. After the 4 finished their introductions, it was Lin Moyu's turn. Lin Moyu calmly said, Lin Moyu, Supergod rank 6, specializes in the Undying Law. The 4 had been somewhat surprised when they saw Lin Moyu's information earlier. Everyone had their own thoughts, but without exception, they all felt that Lin Moyu's strength was not weak. Otherwise, it would have been impossible for him to be selected. Now, hearing about the undying law, the four were somewhat at a loss, obviously never having heard of the undying law. Zhu Tian interrupted their thoughts. The 5 of you are elites, selected from millions of supergods. There is a mission for you to carry out. A few days ago, God Venerable Night Rain fell. Before his death, God Venerable Night Rain transformed into a lost star, but the lost star was seized by demons. Our human God Venerables tried to stop them, and a great battle broke out. Unfortunately, we were one step too late and failed to retrieve the lost star. During the battle, the lost star entered a secret realm. The secret realm is located in the border region between the human race and the demon race, and only supergods can enter it. Your mission is to go to the secret realm and bring back God Venerable Night Rain's lost star. I have already sent you the information about the secret realm, you can check it yourself. If you have any questions, you can ask now. Only then did everyone realize that the space they were currently in belonged to the border between the human race and the demon race. This place was considered a true battlefield and was not safe. The God Venerable level warships were hidden to avoid attracting the attention of the demons. Going to the secret realm to retrieve the lost star after God Venerable Night Rain's death was equivalent to retrieving God Venerable Night Rain's ashes. The human race valued returning to one's roots, and as long as it could be done, they would inevitably want to go home. Zhang Feiyan asked, what is the demon race's reaction? Zhu Tian said, the God Venerables on the demon race's side have been held back by us, and the main force cannot be mobilized. However, they have also sent elite demons into the secret realm, so you must be careful after entering. The group began to check the information. This secret realm was named Secret Realm No 0000893, and its danger level was high. Only those below the true God realm could enter. In the great world, there were countless such secret realms, this was just one of them. Chapter 980 Your life is more important than the lost star. After Lin Moyu finished reading the secret realm information, he asked, why not just destroy it? With the abilities of a God Venerable, he believed that they could definitely destroy this kind of secret realm. There were 2 types of secret realms, one was created after the fact, and the other was naturally generated by the great world. The secret realm they were going to now was a secret realm naturally generated by the great world. But since the restriction was that only those below the true God realm could enter, it meant that the level of the secret realm itself was not high. The God Venerable realm was fully capable of destroying this level of secret realm. Zhu Tian said, destroying it is not difficult, but the things inside will fly in all directions at the same time as the explosion. We cannot predict where God Venerable Night Rain's lost star will fly. If it flies into the demon race's territory, it will be difficult to retrieve it again. The demon race also wants to obtain God Venerable Night Rain's lost star, so they have also not risked destroying this secret realm. Once the secret realm was destroyed, the things inside would fly around randomly, and no one would know where they would fly. Both sides wanted to obtain God Venerable Night Rain's lost star, so both sides tacitly agreed not to take action, falling into a delicate state of balance. However, Lin Moyu was also somewhat worried, what if we obtain the lost star and the demon race finds out? Will they take action and destroy it? That way, we might also die in the spatial explosion, or be thrown into the demon race's territory. Lin Moyu's concerns were not unreasonable, and Zhu Tian naturally understood, no, they won't know. Similarly, if the demon race obtains the lost star, we also won't know. So this is a gamble, and the bet is God Venerable Night Rain's lost star. Are there any other questions? Zan Zan asked softly, the information says that the most powerful creatures in the secret realm seem to have the power equivalent to the true God level. Listening to her words, she seemed somewhat worried. The information did write that there might be true God realm beings, but it was not entirely certain. Zhu Tian nodded, the specific location of this secret realm is still close to the demon race's territory, so the information we have is not very much. Based on the limited information, we infer that there might be a true God-level creature inside. So, all of you must be careful. If things are truly unavoidable, preserving your lives is the priority. The group asked a few more questions, and Zhu Tian patiently answered them. The information Lin Mo got from their conversation was that the lost star of Night Rain God was very important, and if possible, they should try to get it. But if it really couldn't be done, they had to save their own lives first. Currently, the 5 of them, including himself, were all geniuses of the human race and could not afford to lose any of them. After the 5 of them had no more questions, a small warship appeared in their sight. Lin Mo was slightly surprised. This warship was only 10 meters long. Before it appeared, he hadn't sensed it at all. Its stealth was top-notch. Lin Mo even wondered if it had always been there, just constantly in stealth mode, and he simply hadn't noticed. Not only him, but the other 4 were also shocked by the sudden appearance of the warship. According to Zhu Tian's introduction, this warship, named Stealth 10, possessed the strongest stealth capabilities among human warships. Using it to escort the 5 of them to the secret realm was very safe. Lin Mo guessed that there were at least 10 such warships. After the group entered the warship entered stealth mode again, and then dived into subspace, heading towards the secret realm at faster than light speed. Several minutes later, the Stealth 10 warship flew out of subspace, and was now completely within the territory of the demon race. The Stealth 10 warship was silent, without making any noise whether entering or leaving subspace, and without leaking any trace of the aura of laws. It was like a black hole, swallowing everything, as if it didn't exist. Soon, the group saw a crack in their view. The crack was colorful and radiant, like a beautiful thin line hanging in the starry sky. Behind the crack, it seemed to be another world. This was the entrance to the secret realm. It looked very small from a distance, but once you got closer, you would realize that it was actually very large. This crack was at least hundreds of thousands of kilometers long and tens of thousands of kilometers wide. Some smaller stars could be directly stuffed into it. Around the entrance of the secret realm, the aura of laws was very strong, and brilliant light constantly erupted in the starry sky. The human army was fighting fiercely with the demon army. Laws rumbled, and weapons flew everywhere. On the battlefield, the weakest warriors were true God realm, and once they fought, the momentum was extremely vast. The Stealth 10 warship, carrying them through the fierce battlefield, was not discovered by anyone. Just as Zhu Tian said, they would attract the attention of the demons and hold back the demon gods, allowing them to enter safely. The warship quickly passed through the battlefield intertwined with laws and approached the entrance of the secret realm. The battle at the entrance of the secret realm was even more intense. This was already the battlefield of the God Kings. The laws of the God Kings were even more magnificent. The laws set off huge waves, and rumbled endlessly in the starry sky. The group in the warship felt terrified. The aftermath of the battle was enough to kill them. But even so, the God Kings still did not find the Stealth 10 warship. The Stealth 10 warship carried them all the way to a certain position at the entrance of the secret realm. At this time, Zhu Tian's voice sounded, "This is the location where the Lost Star entered that day. You also enter from here. Finding the Lost Star will have the greatest effect. Carry the teleportation token, and activate it as soon as there is danger. You will be teleported back to the human territory. Remember that the teleportation token can only bring you back, and cannot bring the Lost Star back with you. Be careful. I hope you can all return safely." At this time, Zhu Tian's voice came to Lin Mo's ear. "The Lost Star is important, but the most important thing is that you come back alive, remember." This sentence was said to Lin Mo alone. In Zhu Tian's eyes, Lin Mo's life was more important than the Lost Star. Lin Mo nodded lightly. The warship door opened, and the 5 people rushed out of the warship at the fastest speed and rushed into the secret realm. The entrance of the secret realm was colorful and constantly flowing. In addition to the God Kings fighting endlessly, and the laws roaring, no one found the 5 of them. The Stealth 10 warship left silently, stopped far away, and lurked in the starry sky. The entrance of the secret realm was like a layer of water curtain being passed through. Inside and outside the water curtain were 2 completely different worlds. This secret realm No 0000893, judging from the number, was close to the 89th star system. Although it was said to be the border between the 2 races, it was actually more inclined to the territory of the demon race. The secret realm was as colorful and radiant as it appeared from the outside. The elements here were rich, the laws were obvious, and the aura of elemental laws was everywhere. Various elemental laws were intertwined, forming mottled colors. Boom! A violent explosion occurred in the distance, and a mushroom cloud rose into the air.